Here we go. Let's start. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys, but I'm also going to be explaining what I'm doing. Is this the highest quality? Yeah. Okay. No one said that, Yoshi. It's totally fine. Okay, so obviously, whatever. I don't really have to explain this part. Welcome to the tutorial. We just spent an hour talking about eating grandma's ashes. Enjoy the video. Kayla, thank you for the host. Thank you. This part I obviously don't really have to talk about. It's super self-explanatory. Hi, Justin. Okay, you could do like me. You don't have to, just kidding. Okay, I was gonna say you don't have to jump that, but I messed it up anyway, so. Are you doing stuff tomorrow? Can we get mimosas? I actually have to go, take my dog to the vet because she's getting fixed. Also, Mitch, hi, how are you? Sorry, I totally just jumped into, hey, I had a dream. I mean, not a dream. Hey, I was thinking about you. Hi, Tyrion. You're not thinking about anything. Fuck, that sounded, no. That one is really bad. This is also weird not having any volume or music. She actually has plans. I'm good, trying to do a hitless speedrun. Wait, hitless or damageless? You're insane. Hi, Zox. First in the shower, now she's dreaming. This part's pretty self-explanatory. Also, hi, anybody watching the YouTube video. I am streaming this and talking to my chat, so whatever I'm talking about, you can see right there. Also, my camera is like this. You're gonna want to go ahead and pick up that ash. Oh my gosh, that I just picked up because you're gonna need it for monk. You're gonna need it for true monk. If you're doing shura, you don't have to pick up that one. This Mitch guy is definitely getting that E-love. Hitless, you're crazy. Your PB is 1 at 37 minutes. I want to do hitless. I feel like I can maybe do hitless for shura. Because the hardest one I feel like for shura would be rooftop geni, because sometimes you could do the bow, so if you get cucked, I feel like Emma isshin at the end is not that hard for hitless. I feel like it's pretty easy. It's really fast too. Obviously this one doesn't really have that much explaining to do for it. You just choose oh yeah, I guess you can do that, huh? Yeah, I guess you can well, he doesn't do that. Oh yeah, he does. I guess, yeah. Apparently I get a tutorial. Thanks, Liz. I need this. I'm going to try. I don't know how many people are going to enjoy this kind of tutorial. So, wait, did I do this as my run? Like, did I highlight this video? Is that why actually, the quality might be a little... I remember... Wait, frick. I don't want to stop this. Can anybody look... I'm pretty sure. I think I need to pull up the actual VOD, but I don't think I actually saved it. For some reason, when you highlight... Oh, no, it's fine. Literally ignore the last 30 seconds of this. This is such a botched tutorial. Explain why you deflect the thrust. You don't have to deflect it, Ozzy. You can just dodge that thrust that I do. Here, let's see if he does it again. So when he like jumps up and hits you there, he either does one of two attacks. He'll do the sweep, which you just jump over like this. Or he'll do the thrust. In phase 1, he only does the thrust. In phase 2, he either does the sweep or the thrust. You could deflect that. You have to perfect parry that, or you could just dodge it. I'm better with the timing at perfect parrying it for some reason. Like, I'm better with parrying it than I am with going to the right, and maybe that's because throughout the rest of the game, when he does that, you go to Makiri it. So yeah, so I think that's why you could do either or. The perfect parry is obviously a little more risky, because you have to perfect parry it, but deflect is for making getting consistent. Geni 2 can fuck up Makiri when he's up against the wall. I actually didn't. I've never had a problem with him deflect. I've never had a problem with Makiri. Oh, you know what? I actually have, because when you're too close, sometimes the Makiri just doesn't work. This part's self-explanatory. There is an Akko down here if you wanted to jump here. There is an Akko. Oh, I'm like not tabbed in. Down there in that cave if you want to. It takes like 15 extra seconds to grab it, but if you're like trying to learn it maybe and you're resetting bosses as you're playing and want to use an Akko again, you can go ahead and grab that one. I skip it because I have the perfect amount of Akko and I don't like the time loss. I don't like spending the extra 15 seconds here. If you're eating this counter, I'm sad because I didn't buy salted pistachios. Oh, unsalted pistachios seems awful. Seems pretty bad. This part coming up with Ogre, I'll kind of start explaining it now. You want to gotcha here because you want to kill these two guys and you want to run up without Ogre aggroing. Make sure to run on the left side, and you can get all the way around to the third guy that I killed that you'll see in a second, and Ogre won't see you. And then you could do this attack where you can crouch up to him and get a free death blow. So it takes out half of the fight. You'll see me. He doesn't see you right here the whole time, and once you kill this guy, the better way to death blow him, like the consistent way, you can just walk up to him if you want, but if you duck right here, like if you crouch right here, it's like the death blow is super easy. If you do miss the death blow, I finished this run, Sucre. I've gotten this and immortal severance. If you do death blow, all you have to do is run to this gate down here and then run to the right, and he'll reset. In which case you just gotcha up the left side and you can get behind him because he'll walk on the stairs right there. As for the fight itself, it's super safe to just get 2 hits and then get ready for his next attack. Or you can kind of learn his pattern. Some attacks you can get 3 hits for free, some you can get 4. It's just about learning. But if you want to be super safe, you could just go for 2. And always dodge to his right side. You can obviously dodge to his left, but sometimes he can't hit you on that side. So you always kind of want to dodge to the right. I grabbed this confetti here. This is really weird doing this, by the way. Hi, double. I grabbed this confetti here. I had a lot of reset points at bull. So even though it's like a 10-second, it takes 10 extra seconds for everybody who just wants to do this as fast as possible. I prefer doing it so I can get runs. When I was practicing this, the shorter the run is, the more time you have to do more runs. I prefer, my heavy reset point was at bull, so you'll see that in a second. I will pop the confetti at bull because I would rather take the 10 seconds to grab that confetti to make bull a safer and consistent fight. You do keep saying a lot though. That's fine. It's not like I'm submitting this to FromSoft to hire me as a job, you know? Frick, yeah. Now I'm like super self-conscious about saying it. This legit sounds supernatural. Why are you so nervous? I don't know, because I don't get to talk to you guys in chat. You can do this snake skip. It's really, really easy. You just run. You jump off the ledge a little easier. You'll see rocks. Here, I'll go back. You'll see rocks right here. If you just want to like jump to the edge right here after the rocks, I wait a second because I've fallen so many times. You just run across this palanquin, I think is what it called, over here to this divot, and then you want to jump to the second one, and then obviously that one. You almost never get hit unless you go super slow. Or what you can do is you could just hide in the little tent if you want to be safe about it. I did that because I died to that snake skip like 10 times one time, and it got into my head, and I just got super scared and went. And I was like, okay, I'm just doing this super slow. Yeah, FromSoft is hiring me. 100% not kidding. 100% I am kidding, unfortunately. That would be awesome. Hi, Speary. How are you? Can we communicate with past chat? Yeah, you can communicate with... I'm so sorry for hitting you guys. This is an Akko. That here, actually. You guys are distracting me. This idol right here, you see me sit at it. The reason I sit at it is because... Here, I'll like go through the running. There's a guy that paths up here. That if you don't sit at the idol and reset, he'll already be in his pathing. And let me see if you can see him. It's that guy. Oh, you saw him barely. That guy that walks this path will actually be all the way in front of you, and so he can hit you. So if you reset, his pathing will be reset and he won't even see you. You can just kill that normal guy. A thrust is just a one shot. You don't have to 2-kill him, or you don't have to 2-hit him. Okay, so this is gonna be the thing. I do the Gyobu skip. Grab this dust, by the way. You want it for True Monk at the end. I do Gyobu skip. So, Tom, I know you kill Gyobu. So I feel really bad because I do the Gyobu skip and I don't have footage to go back. I don't have footage to go back and do it. Yeah, Gyobu skip and damage list. I know. In hit list, it's fine. In damage list, I know I totally took the cheap way out. Socks, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. I took it out. I recommend just learning Gyobu because it's such a hit and miss in team hit list that people are constantly going back on if it should be voted out of it or not. And so I would just learn Gyobu in case you learn the skip and it's voted out of it. Gyobu is really easy. The biggest thing with Gyobu is you don't actually have to attack him. You could hypothetically just parry him to death. So if you're like super scared for that, however, there are attacks where if you parry him, he'll like stop. You can get 2 hits in super safe. And then there are other attacks you can get 3. There's another one where he like staggers and puts his spear into the ground. You can get 4 hits on that. You kind of just have to, he's not really a hard fight. It's not hard to get him consistently. So it's not too bad. I go ahead and kill this rat right here. I always crouch. I don't think you have to crouch. I think you can just run up to him. You need to kill at least 1 rat. He's like the super easiest one. Stone, thank you for the sub. Thank you. It's definitely not allowed. No, it still is. It still is serpent. There hasn't been a revote to cancel it. It's still allowed to get into it. It's not technically a major glitch because you're still in the arena. So I get that rat back there because you'll need it for the Isshin quest to go ahead and get the esoteric text to train Makiri. This is where I popped the confetti, by the way, earlier. If you don't grab that for whatever reason, you don't have to. You can just pop the confetti, pop Akko, deathblow this guy. I sit right here. If Wool comes out, he'll kill these 2. If for whatever reason he doesn't kill him, I do perfectly in here. Just kind of run around. It's obviously way more dangerous. You don't want that to happen. You can just kind of run around and have Bull kill him, or you can try and go for a risky kill. I think in base game it takes 2 kills to kill those guys, or 2 hits. What I do with Bull, and this is like a perfect example, what I do is I lock onto Bull. People try and do it without locking on. It's definitely like, you probably should not lock on, but I do it because I'm lazy and I don't claw. And then I wait for him to get up against this wall, and then I unlock so that I can hit his back. And you do that because if you're locked on, your attacks bring him forward to the head, which obviously he can hit you with his fire bull crap that FromSoft put this in. So when he's close to this, around the wall, you want to unlock and hit his butt, basically. Have a good night, Snavo. Yeah, also another thing, you can go and get the firecrackers after your Gyobu kill, and I'll show you when I get them. You can get those before. See, as I was locked onto his head, and it takes me to his front. I think it'll come up in a few seconds. See, like that, it'll move into the front. Luckily, he staggered because he 100% would have hit me. This is a perfect right here. You can actually get him into this loop. It is kind of hard to do where he just does that over and over again. What you want to do in order to do this is when you get him solid like this, where he stops running, if you hit him twice on his leg, I think I went back a little too far. Right here, I hit him twice. And then I kind of move back. Well, I hit him as I move back. And when he goes to thrust, you kind of just move back with his leg. And you can get him stuck in that loop for as long as possible until you mess up. And then he'll move his head back and forth. And you have to redo it. Also, yeah, don't look at that clip. YouTube won't have to be able to look at that clip. So, yeah, Mitch, firecrackers help that fight a lot. Like I said, I don't personally go get the firecrackers. It takes a lot of extra time to go get them, and because my reset point was at Bull, I hated spending 5 minutes to go get them just to reset at Bull. So I learned how to do them without firecrackers. Ivan, you were in the bottom left. You said good job. I learned how to do them without firecrackers because I got so tired of wasting all of that time just to go to Bull and reset. So, out of curiosity, how many fistfuls of grandma do we pick up? I didn't even think about that. Guys, we have fistfuls of grandma on this. YouTube, remember to moan for boost of confidence. Jump to these both of these roofs. Take this exact route. It's the super easiest. You won't fall. You won't get aggro. You want to take this jump point. And then what I do here is because this guy right here, if you just run for it, he has these shuriken attacks that I swear heat-seeking missiles. They'll go straight for you. He'll throw 2 shurikens. You'll get hit probably like 75% of the time he does that. So what I do is I aggro him to where he turns yellow. You'll see this. And I come behind this roof and then I gotchi and then I run up. He'll turn around to start walking back to place. I run up and then I death blow him as he's like running back to his place. So you'll see that here. So I wait for him to aggro me because this guy will hit you like every time. Make sure to not run right here or he'll full aggro you and turn red. If that happens, you actually have enough time to just sit here, crouch, and idle out. So you don't have to worry. If he full aggros, there's a guy up here. He'll like walk up here, but he won't actually see you over here. Just idle out and do it again. You know, just idle out, rest at the idle, and then do it again. You don't have to death blow him. It just makes it more likely that someone else will hit you. Huh. So maybe just run past him. I never had an issue with that, but yeah, if Seki says maybe just run past him, then do that as well. Still do everything the same. Just run and maybe don't death blow him. Hi, Hydra. How are you? So this part's pretty easy. You want to jump over to this window. There's going to be ash right here. You want to pick up all of this ash because you're going to use it on True Monk. I'll show you. Make sure to rest here so you reset everything in this building. This part's really easy. Go around and death blow this guy. If for whatever reason you aggro this guy, just run to these doors. You iframe while opening the door and you can just run away. So don't worry about him. As long as you're gotchied, if he aggroes you for whatever reason, just it's okay. Grapple up here. I think this is a gotchi. Yeah. These guys, you kind of just want to run really fast. Grab that Akko. If you're scared of them when they aggro you, you can hide up in that corner and have them de-aggro you and they'll go back to their positions. But most of the time you don't have to worry about it. I'm really good. How are you? Oh, you answered that. Poor monk gets spammed with grandma. Yeah, basically. I know at one point, we buy 12 fists of grandma from the vendor that sells firecrackers. What's the point of grabbing the prayer bead? So if you grab that prayer bead, you end with 3 prayer bead necklaces when you go to fight Owl, and that one's a super safe bead to get versus the other one. So you get that one. You have the one in Mibu Village that you pick up, and then you have the one after Roberto where you jump into the lake with the carp. And then you get the 4th one somewhere else. And it's just like a super easy bead to grab. And you also get the Akko right there and the 3 coin purses. Which, okay, we'll ignore that. I get the extra coin purses because I buy the ash right here. Now I'm worried. You're going to like ask me a question. I'm going to be like, I don't know. So I hope this is good. The other bead is in the house by the monk. Yeah, sometimes I don't like getting the bead in the house. Well, oh yeah, right. The 4th bead is, in the house. So, yeah. And then, well, yeah, Mitch definitely knows. If you didn't know, beads help with your posture, so that's why I go ahead and grab that one. If you didn't see, at this vendor, make sure, grab the fistful of ash. You should have enough coin purses. You won't have to buy normal. Even if you don't buy all of them, actually, I think you sell all of your coin purses, yeah. And then I go in and I buy the firecrackers. You can buy the firecrackers. Hi, Damon. You can buy the firecrackers. You can do this whole step where you run over here. You could do this before you fight Bull. So if you want to use firecrackers to help with Bull, you can. I personally don't do it because I didn't want to waste like the 8 minutes to come back and do that just to reset at Bull. So it's just personal preference. So I buy the firecrackers and I also buy the 12 ash. And when I'm going to talk to isshin. He's going to give you the esoteric text so you can go back to sculptor and train. Yeah, fistful of grandma ash, yeah. And this is why you kill the rat when you're on your way to Bull, because he gives you the quest to kill a rat. You only need 1 rat. So if you kill that rat, it technically, I just said rat so many times, it technically counts. So you won't have to go back. So you get the esoteric text. There's a bead up here. So then we go up this way. We grab this coin purse. You don't really need it. I always grab it. If you're practicing this, you might want to get it, because maybe you're practicing and you're using all of your spirit emblems and you want to buy more and you're practicing like isshin at the end. When you use firecrackers, maybe you want to practice that more, and you don't have save files set up or anything. 12 grandmas, how many see that's 12. Yeah, killing rats. So grab the bead, idle back. This is when we're going to learn Makiri. So far it's pretty self-explanatory. How are you, Demon? Is this really happening? Yeah, I'm playing this right now. And I'm explaining exactly what I'm going to do. So we grab Makiri. It's pretty easy. 12 superpowers. Yeah, can you imagine? But you get just 12 random superpowers. Like, one of your superpowers is always being able to find, like, match up both socks after you wash them. You know how dryers, like, eat socks all the time? Oh my gosh, I have the hiccups and I'm trying to. Hop in the bottom says any losers. So I think we turn in a bead. Yeah, so we turn in beads. What I do here is I grab, and you're going to want to train Makiri, by the way. And then just train Makiri because you'll need that extra skill point for a later point in time, and you don't actually need that top skill. So I do it really fast, but here, let me, oh god. I do it really fast, but like I was watching Seki's video to learn this and I kept having to pause because he does it so fast. So you just want to grab Makiri counter right here. Don't grab this one. You will have 3 points. Don't grab it because on the next page there's ascending carp and descending. If you grab this one right here, you won't have enough to get suppressed presence. I think it's this one, which you need for gun fort or you will get hit. So do not grab this one. I've done it plenty of times and I've cucked myself and I've had to go back and farm a skill point, and it just obviously adds risk to it. Have a good night, Dips. Yeah, you do eventually grab this one. I believe this is like mid-air deflect or whatnot, but yeah, I do eventually go back and get this, but I have to because also you need the beads too, or the emblem one. So yes, just make sure not to get it right now. Don't get baited by the extra skill point you'll have here, because you need that point for later. I grab 11 spirit emblems, and I'll tell you why. I believe after I kill Geni, I'll tell you why. It's so like if you make a mistake on something, you have a backup. You don't have to waste time going back. Good night again, Dibs. And thanks everybody for sitting here. This jump is really easy. It's way easier than it looks as I miss it. If you do that like me and you miss it, make sure you come back to the idol because the 2 people out there can aggro you or they will aggro you and you don't want to lose a hit to that. What you want to do is you want to come stand on this ledge right here and you want to face the other ledge. Which is what if I mess this up again, I'm going to laugh so hard. You want to face this ledge right here. You want to run straight towards the ledge, and then you kind of pivot your character a little bit to the left for just a second, and then you jump out. And you're going to jump off of this wall and then just hit X to grab onto the edge. So run straight, kind of pivot the tiniest bit, and then you're going to wall jump right here. And so you'll see me like that. I wonder if I can... I guess I could have been doing this the whole time, huh? Way harder, but it's pretty easy to learn. But you don't want that guy down there to aggro you, so if you fall, just make sure to grapple up really fast. Another one flies down here and they explode. So look at it, see how I pivoted right there? I jump right there, you'll probably hit the wall. The more used to it you get, it just depends where you'll hit. Just kind of jump up here. I jump up here because you can actually Akko before you go in there. And it'll count during the cutscene. I like the new haircut. It looks pretty. Thanks, Toby. How are you? All right, this is very weird, me doing this while I have you guys in chat. Now, he's going to start with an arrow attack where I believe he shoots 2 arrows and then he goes to hit you. What I do, because it's just like I don't want to deal with it, is I run around to the left and then behind him. So, he does 1 arrow. Just make sure you make like a wide enough left that he does that because he can hit you. This fight is pretty self-explanatory. He'll do the jump up. In phase 1, he will always Makiri. What you do have to worry about, though, is once you get like 30% in, on one of these attacks, he can shoot an arrow at you instead. I believe he does that in phase 1. Maybe he only does it in phase 2. But just make sure you'll see it. I'll show it when it happens. Other than that, phase 1 is pretty simple. I typically do... Oh, no, he does. So after like 30% of his health, he can trigger that attack. And it's 3 deflects, and then you want to dodge in, which is what I do here. Let me do this. Scuff tutorial. Oh my gosh. Which is what I do here. 1, 2, 3, and then go in. And then I do that. Like I said, you can just do a 4 attack instead. It's totally fine. It's up to you. Four attack, I guess, is safer. The timing is a little bit off. What he does here, try and show you a little bit. There are certain moves that you just want to avoid. So he'll like line this attack up and he'll do like a 5 swipe, and then he'll do a big swipe at the end. And if you hit the big swipe, it'll lead into a Makiri, which is obviously a very safe posture damage attack. So I just avoid it, and then I go in and I hit the last one. Oh, he doesn't actually do it in this one. And then run in. He'll do the arrow attack if you don't, I didn't mean to pause it. He'll do the arrow attack if you don't get to him fast enough. So you just have to I keep pressing the space bar. Super easy. Phase 2, he basically does the same thing. I do a lot of 2 hits and then I'll deflect what he's doing. You'll kind of just learn. The only thing he does differently is when he goes in for his jump attack. When he goes in for his jump attack, instead of like potentially Makiring, he can do a sweep and you just jump that instead. When he backs off, I kind of just wait for the arrow in case it happens to get ready to deflect. And then the other thing that he'll do is he can potentially, I hope he does it again. Oh yeah, if you're doing hitless, you should never decide to, or you should never do that. I'll show you his 5 combo attacks. So that one, which you would normally in phase 1, you would normally hit the last one to trigger a Makiri. And this one, when he winds it up, he can sometimes do a bow. And this is only in phase 2. So I kind of just prepare for him to do the bow, and he shoots it once at you. This one I'm a little early. So just kind of prepare for that bow shot, because he can either, I feel like 75% of the time he'll do that bow shot. So the rest of the fight, again, I 3 deflect and then I go in. But yeah, I'm doing this tutorial for damageless. If you're doing hitless, I 100% recommend following Sekiro Shadow's tutorial, because that arrow attack is impossible. Yeah, it's so bad in hitless. Yeah, the dash forward and the bow shot is good because obviously you get an extra point, or you get extra damage in it. And so any fight where you can get a free hit, it's really good. And I'll show you a big thing on him. I think he gives me a really good sure fight. You just want to Makiri that. This is the thing. A lot of people will dodge when he does the arrow like that, but you can get in like 5 free hits if you just walk forward and keep attacking. So in damageless, you can't actually reverse the lightning. So normally you would do lightning reverse and then send it to him. He would be shocked. You would attack him. In damageless, you can't, because reverse lightning actually does chip damage. So when he does this, most people would want to dodge it for damageless. But if you actually just keep moving forward when he does this, you can get like 5 free attacks in, and it does an insane amount of health because he's not blocking or anything. So it does a ton of damage. The only thing is, as soon as he pulls the bow out, you still just keep walking forward. So you don't have to dodge it. You don't have to do anything. It's really good for extra damage. I'm not sure if he does both of the other lightning attacks in here. So it's gonna kind of suck. Hopefully he does. This fight was really good. He just gave me really good attacks that I could easily do a lot of posture. I'll explain the other 2. See, you just keep going forward. He does do one more where he will take his sword and he will slash down with his lightning. All you have to do is, as he's slashing down, just dodge to the right. Do not dodge to the left. He will hit you with the end of it. If you dodge to the right, you go under the slash, and it won't hit you. It looks really sketchy, but it's very hard to mess up. So he doesn't show that in this fight, but that's the only other lightning. So what you want to do is just keep attacking forward on the bow attack, and on that one, just go to the right. Also, yes, you can go get feathers to mitigate the lightning chip, in which case it doesn't do damage, but you have to go to Hirata State for that. So it just depends on where you want to add your risk, if you're better at dodging lightning, or if you want to go get the fan or the feathers from Hirata. I personally found it easier to just dodge the lightning. So yeah, he's a really simple fight. The only thing he didn't show was, again, when he takes his sword and he goes back, but it's a really easy dodge. I wish I could showcase it for you, but it's a really easy dodge. But the only thing is, make sure to dodge to the right. That's my biggest thing. And the enemies that you have to reach Harada, you have to. I think there's a couple. Harada I feel like is kind of a little difficult to go get. Yeah, you have to go through. Yeah. Hi, Caps. How are you? Yeah, I know I feel so bad because normally we have a ton of chat in it, or we have a ton of chat. Interactions is where I'm going, but obviously we're speaking a lot for this. I actually tried this one's super easy. You talk to him, you can't help him. You talk to him again, you smell the the incense. I do something, it kind of like, you don't have to do it. I go and like smell the incense, you know, and then talk to him, and you can go ahead and run over to open the window while he's moving here. Like I said, I do everything as quick as possible. Obviously, when you guys are doing this, it's going to be a lot, like it's going to be slower. That's totally fine. I think my end time was like 1 hour and 18 minutes. So I just try and maximize everything for time because like I said, if you have 6 hours to play and your runs are 3 hours, then you're only going to get 2 practice runs. Whereas if your runs are 2 hours, you're going to get 3. If your runs are an hour, you get 6. So I just try and do this as fast as possible. This one's fine. This is why you kill the, earlier he spawns here. So just talk to him, use both of his. Yeah. Speed, white people. Yeah. 1 hour 18. And my shura is like 48 minutes. Yeah. So do you know what's the fastest time anyone's done hitless or damageless shura? I know that someone is doing a damageless speed run, but I don't know what his time is. Singa's doing damageless immortal severance, but I actually don't know what his time is. Yeah, definitely efficiency and routing. So you want to make sure to grab that key back here before you go. It's the key for Gunfort, so just make sure you grab that. And this part's easy. You turn in the memory, and we are going to go back to Hi Waverly. Guess I'll skip sleep. No, go to sleep. It's 1:30 for me. It's 4:30 for me, so I don't want to hear you guys complaining. Here I am, YouTube. It's 4:28 a.m. and I'm sitting here filming this. I think Stinger is close. I don't think he got the sub hour yet, though. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where it is at timing. Okay, so you're going to come back here. You know, at the beginning when we went back to Sculptor to learn firecrackers, I am saying so much. I go back to get firecrackers and I bought the 11 spirit emblems. This is why I'll equip shuriken and I go ahead and equip firecrackers here because I might as well. Extra speed. You want to make sure you equip blood smoke because we're going to go over here. This is just a super safe way. They don't always hit you, but I sneak up and I kill. You guys need this kill for the key. So I kill him and I trigger the blood smoke just because this guy can sometimes hit you. So you can run past him. Just, you don't want to lose a run to that guy. What I do here is I'm gonna shuriken these 3 dogs. You don't have to worry about this guy. He's super slow with his belt. I shuriken these 3 dogs because what I do is I get the idol that's up here and I get the coin purse that's right here, and these guys will chase super fast. And so the 11 emblems that I get before are just to make sure. I've done this so many times where I've accidentally firecrackered it instead of shuriken, and then I don't have enough emblems to kill all 3, so then I have to go back and get more, and it's just a time waste. So I just go ahead and grab them. You'll do this, just that. Oh, see, like I miss one, and that would be I missed 2, and that would suck so much if I didn't get those extra spirit emblems because then I would be out. So I just grabbed the 11. Not everybody does it. I just grab it to be safe. Grab this coin purse here. Pretty sure, yeah, heavy coin purse. I grab the idol. Some people don't. Some people I think go get like the axe or the spear early and then they don't get this one and then come back, but I've always done this one. You don't need to talk to the vendor right here. This part, on my baseline run, I actually got hit by a cricket here, so it is 100% possible to get hit by them. I got hit by one up here, so what I do is I just jump down here instead because there's a cricket over there that will jump on you if you follow the wood up top. He's right here and he will jump on you and it will ruin your run. And yep, there's the clip in chat. So just make sure when you go through that part, you'll never get hit as long as you don't stop and like don't get stuck or hit a grapple or anything. Go ahead and grab this Akko. You don't really have to worry about that guy right here, but you can kill him if you want. You can death blow behind. If you swim fast, you don't aggro him. I go to the right side right here because if you go to the left, both of these guys will see you. If you just keep running, you don't even have to death blow that guy. You can if you want. Hi, Shucks. You can if you want, just to be super safe. I've never had an issue with him. Maybe if you're like swimming a little slower and you aren't reacting fast, maybe you want to do it. Because he could potentially hit you, but I've done this run so many times at this part and practiced it so many times that at that point he never aggroed me, so I never worried about it. And again, time save. I think my first run was 2 hours. I think that my baseline run was 2 hours, and then by the end it was 1 hour and 18 minutes, so that's 40 minutes that can go towards extra practice time. You don't need this idol, go ahead. I think this is a gotchi. I actually don't even think that you need this much gotchi. I think I picked this up for an all bosses run. Make sure to be careful where you fall off. If you fall off too far, you will take damage. Kill this monk. He can give you an extra akko. I don't know if he does in this run or not. He has a chance. Yeah, he doesn't. He has a chance of giving an extra akko. I also grabbed this gotchi right here. You don't need this other item. And then I killed this rat, mainly for the experience for a skill point later on, but also you can grab a couple spirit emblems, not that they matter. Jump up here. Out of that rock YouTube? No, I just do that to buy time. I kind of just like, for some reason, I always turn my character and stuff while I'm like buying time. Okay, so this part, you want to run to basically to the right of the trees and through the grass. These monks right here, not here, run to the right, up here to the right, because you want to stay in the grass as much as possible. These monks right here can be an issue if you don't run through the grass, because I've been hit by them, and if you don't run through the grass, they will aggro you, and you have to stop and get an akko over here, which gives them time to walk up. But as you're running, you'll see me jump up to a second floor here. They can hit you from behind with a rock, and I had no idea that was possible until it happened to me. And then I think I had like a 1-hit PB on a shura run, and it hit me and I had to restart. So make sure to keep running in the grass. You don't even want to come out a little over here. Just make sure you run all the way to the right, because you do not want to aggro them. Once you're in the grass, you're fine. You're going to grab this akko right here. It's safe. Just keep running the monks from behind. These guys don't matter. Grapple up here. And again, this part's super important because there are crickets up here that can jump on you if you miss this jump. So just be careful. Don't like blindly look away or anything. It's a jump, so you could just not pay attention. No, pay attention. I've gotten hit by a cricket because I got stuck and I had to re-jump, and it will jump at you. So the crickets have ruined many runs for more than I think the crickets have run 3 runs for me. And if you're trying for this stupid run and you get to this point in here after rooftop geni and everything and you lose it to a cricket, you're not going to have a controller because it's going to be thrown out the window. So make sure that cricket right there will hit you. He will jump at you, and it's so dumb. I don't think everyone in the history of Sekiro plays has gotten hit by a cricket as much as me. You're going to grab this akko right here. Just run. You will never get hit by these crickets or anything if you just run. I backstab this guy just to be safe. You don't have to. And then I don't grab this. I don't grab this item here, but later on we will kill an NPC, and I'll bring this up then, but we will kill somebody called Giraffe, and he does these really quick swipes that if you aren't good at parrying them, he'll go through your posture really fast. So if you grab this item, I don't actually remember what it's called, but it's a yellow sugar. Enemies do less posture damage to you. So if you're not confident on your giraffe kill, because he keeps knocking you over with the parries, if you grab this and pop this before you go in, it'll be a lot easier for you. If you are confident with it, you'll use an akko at the time, which obviously makes the fight. It makes it almost 1 full cycle shorter, so you have to deal with a full cycle, 1 less cycle from him, which is obviously less dangerous. So it just depends on it just depends. I guess in the hallway down with the crickets, stay more to the right. It just depends on what you're more comfy with. If you want to use the akko, it takes a full cycle that you have to parry off. If you want to use this because you're not so good with the parries, that's totally fine. It's up to you. I don't grab it. I'm very comfy on Giraffe. I've done it enough times. Here, you don't have to do any special grapple moves. These guys won't hit you. It looks super sketchy. This guy like starts swinging. You never have to worry as long as you follow in the grass. There's an Akko on that bridge. I've never had to pick it up. I've never had to worry about it. I always have the right amount of Akko, so I don't pick it up. You want to sit here. And this is what I was telling you earlier, not to grab that first skill, because I believe you have the perfect amount. So I grab suppress peasant. This is very, very extremely important. Okay, extremely. I have lost a run because I've messed this up. We are going to go into gun fort after the next 2 bosses, after we kill monkeys. And gun fort is probably one of the most hated areas in the game, and you need suppressed presence. I will show you a strat that is 100%. It's not RNG. It's 100% as long as you don't have human error. But you need suppressed presence because you have to gotcha through gun fort, and if you don't have that, they will see you. So just absolutely, even if you accidentally hit this one and you mess up getting everything else here, make sure you absolutely get suppressed presence. If you do mess up, you can go back, and there are a couple of safe rats that you can kill and then go reset at idle and then go kill to get this talent, because I'm telling you, you cannot make it through gun fort without this. So just make sure to get it. I get that one, or I get gun. I believe I get it. Actually, I don't actually think I get it right here. I think I get it after monkeys. So don't worry about it right here. I think I'm talking about it in the clip that I'm going to get suppressed presence next. So I guess actually don't worry about it. Get it after monkeys, but still make sure you get it even if you mess up on everything else. These skills here, you'll have to get this one. This is ascending carp and this is descending carp. They help with Roberto a lot. So I go ahead and grab them right here. So this is descending. Increases damage to enemy after deflection. And then this is ascending. It also increases damage inflicted to posture after performing a deflection. It depends. Yeah. So for Roberto, it's really good because he can be a pain in the butt. This is a PG stream, guys. Please don't spam the D word or the C word, please. I run to this guy. I grab 3 Akko. You'll never have to sell any coin purses or anything. You can just pick up the 3 Akko. I said don't, Ivan. And come back up here. For some reason, this jump always scares me. You can jump up here and actually get stuck on this rock, and it scares me all the time. This part's kind of important. You'll have some grapples up here. Don't jump to them. There are a couple of rats up here that can aggro you. You'll want to jump to this tree right here. If by accident you do jump here, it's fine. Just jump back to a grapple point on this tree right here and sit at the idle. It's happened to me, as the rats won't aggro you right away. So just jump back and just reset at the idle, and it's fine. You want to jump to this one. It's what your final. I need to upload that to YouTube. Right here, you can't see him. There's a rat right there. He will fall down and then walk away. It's totally fine. Crouch up behind this guy. If you crouch too soon, he'll aggro you. Again, just run away really fast. Don't try and fight him. Just run to the idle. He'll fall down. He'll walk away. So you want to go up behind him and you want to death blow him. So you'll see me. He'll fall down. I 100% just kind of slowly walk up until he triggers the fall down. And then run back up or walk back up and death blow. If you wait too slow right there, he can turn around. So I kill this guy. Here's a gotchi. I think I grab it if you want to get it. I aggroed this guy right here on accident. I actually don't know how I aggroed him. I think I ran right here. So make sure when you grapple to this point, just walk to this guy behind him. If you aggro this guy, you can just attack him twice and he'll be fine. But if you run right here, you can't really see him, but there's a rat right here. I aggroed him. Stand behind this tree because he'll shoot stuff at you. I think I actually might idle out, but you can stand behind the tree and idle out, because if you just try and go for it, he'll hit you when you're hanging from this bridge. So I guess this is good because this shows you like what to do if you mess up. And this is what you could do if you mess up on that skill point that I was telling you earlier. For whatever reason, you can go kill these rats and then come back and idle and kind of just farm them for points. So this is kind of what I was talking about. Hi trans. I need to highlight those and upload them to YouTube because I feel like people want the Death Stranding VOD. What I was saying, I don't actually think you need this gotchi. I think I got that in preparation for all bosses. But if you're practicing, these gotchis might be useful because if you want to go and practice gun fort, you have all the extra gotchis to go and try over and over. You just beat Miss Noble after 5 tries. You know, I'm really, really happy for you, City. Really, really happy for you. I'm glad you got past that. Miss Noble really gives a lot of people. So yeah, if you want to practice going through Gunfort, which a lot of people do, all these extra gotchis are good if you don't have save files set up or whatnot. So it's still probably good. Okay. For Roberto, I think I have like a skip that is allowed in damageless and hitless, where Roberto will actually fall off the edge of the bridge without you having to fully kill him. I think I do it in this one. So I'll explain that skip. It makes Roberto super, super easy, obviously, because you don't have to fight him at all. But, sorry, I like dying with hiccups or something. Oh, it's not allowed in speedruns for some reason. I guess he's not that long. It doesn't take that long in a speedrun. I wonder how many words. Well, I'm trying to do this as I'm doing the video, so. The stupid Riven Cave. Which one? Hi, Gotcha. How are you? So, for this guy, what I'm going to do for Roberto is I'm going to take out firecrackers if it's not already on my bar. And I'm also going to put the dust or grandma's ash. Just, it's an inside joke. Don't ask. Firecrackers, and I'm going to put the dust on my bar because you're going to use both of them. I know, Zombie. I replaced it in Discord. I'm explaining it. Oh, you can't see me, but I'm... You can't actually see me, but I'm explaining how to do Roberto right now, I'm pretty sure. In the VOD. I think so. I'm like super serious in this. This is also when I had longer hair, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye, everyone. See ya, Pip. It was nice to see you. It was nice. Also, did you change the color of your name? The Giant Cave by the Monkeys. Giant Cave by the Monkeys. Here, I'll go ahead. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, like I said, you're going to put the ash on your bar. So I pop an Akko before I go in. Make sure if you're going to do this, make sure to do it before you cross this threshold, because once you cross this threshold, Roberto will walk out and you don't want him to get further than a point, and I'll show you in the VOD. I'll go ahead and 0.5 it. So make sure you pop the Akko here, and then you're going to want to, I think I use the Akko right here, and then, wow, I'm like really explaining this fight. You use the Akko. Okay, cool. I do in 10 seconds. Again, before the threshold. So he's going to walk out right here. Okay, he's going to slowly make his way out. As soon as you get to this line right here on the floor, you'll see it. It's kind of sucks with having to do this. Yeah, kind of. You'll see it in the VOD as I'm doing this. You can just pause it yourself. It's right here. You're going to want a firecracker. So lock onto him, firecracker at this line. I guess I did it a little late. You're going to hit him 2 times, and then you're going to use the ash. You're going to hit him 4 times. And then he's going to attack twice, so just parry it. But as he's attacking, start backing up. So you're going to parry. You want to be at this line, or essentially, and you'll see me kind of reposition, you'll want to be right next to this, on this line right next to this. So you'll parry twice and he'll kind of charge up. You're going to deflect his hit. And as you're deflecting his hits, you're going to back up and angle a little more, and angle yourself into this corner where you're one right there. And then your final hit, oh, I actually don't think I get it. Your final hit normally will send him off the edge. So just do that exact thing, but normally it'll send him off the edge. So this is good that it shows you. This is so funny. This is good. I don't know how this hit me. His Makiri on this is so weird. If you try that, if you do that like I did and you miss it, that's okay. You can just get out and do that. But ideally you want to make it. He'll actually stand right here, and he'll like kind of stand on an invisible wall, and then he'll turn around and then just fall through. Hydra, it is so good. This game is so good. If you're watching this for whatever reason and haven't played this game, please play it. It's definitely my favorite game. Really good. So the rest of the fight is pretty simple. Just get used to his fight just in case. I will say he does a Makiri, and the Makiri is super wonky. So you see how I just dodge it? His Makiri is super wonky. If you try to Makiri it, he can actually hit you. Don't know why. So what I do is, and what everybody does is just dodge to the right. And then, yeah, knock him off. What's really funny, the first time that I did Roberto on my baseline run, I didn't have ascending or descending carp, and I missed, like, when you kill him. Oh, I guess I could put it on. When you kill him the first time, you have to, like, knock him off the edge. I messed up the knock on the edge, like, 4 times. So on my baseline, I had to kill him 5 times, but I didn't get hit. So my heart was racing. So yeah, make sure when you kill him, make sure he gets up super fast. And you kind of knock him and he goes at an angle. So make sure to grab this idol that I didn't grab. Make sure to grab it because you're going to come back later. Oh, Lord. Make sure to grab it. This one right here. You just have to sit. You don't have to, because down here there's a lake with carps that you're going to come back and you're going to get the spirit bead. I guess you could get it now. Oh, wait, no. You actually can't even get it now because you don't have diving. So make sure to grab that idol. You just want to jump past these 2. You don't have to use these branches or anything. I think it's for the falls, by the way. Don't worry about these. If those guys aggro you, they'll send a missile at you. It looks sketchy. Don't worry about it. There's a grapple down there that if you accidentally hit, it can be kind of sketchy. But that's okay. Just keep grappling. On this edge, make sure to run on the left side of this, because there are rats down there that if you don't run on the right, or if you don't run on the left side, they'll aggro you and they can throw stuff at you. So just, I think I messed this one up. Okay. Just make sure you run on the left side and they won't see you. Okay. So right here, you're going to see me gotchi, and you're going to see me run up to this tree. There are 2, I need like water. Hi, Dom. I'm reading chat right now. There are these 2 monks you'll see down here. So make sure you gotcha here. You see this monk right here and this guy. This guy doesn't move. Yeah, hydration check. This guy doesn't move. He'll always face this way. But this guy walks up and then he walks back down. So you want to gotcha. If for whatever reason you gotcha and you hang out on the roof for an extra second, the monk will walk all the way up. Just wait for him to walk back down. That's all you have to do, because you're going to jump over him while he's facing this way, and neither of them will aggro, and you just keep running forward. So whatever this guy's position is, if he's doing this right now, if you're faster, if you took an extra second because you're hesitating or whatnot, just wait for him to turn around and walk back. See, he'll turn around right there and then I jump off. Once you do that, you can run over. I sit on this wall right here. I wait for this guy to come over and I death blow him. If for whatever reason you aggro any of these monks, any of them at all, oh, okay, so if you do that correctly, you can just go through this door. It's totally fine. If for whatever reason you don't get the death blow on this guy, or you aggro the guys on the stairs, which can happen sometimes, just run all the way down this path and around. There's a doorway, not even a doorway, an arch that will lead you into this room. Just run all the way around. It's not safe to open these doors because that monk can line up like a 5-kick attack and hit you when you come out of the iframe from the door. So it's not good. Just keep running, go all the way around. You'll come into the building and just make it. You don't have to sit at the idol. I would re-gotchi before you actually come in here because you'll need the gotchi for the room if you mess that up. So I would re-gotchi when you're there. If you don't right there, you can actually gotchi in the room with the monkey right here, but I will explain that in a second. You have a bell that you can ring that will like reset the monkeys. So if you get in here and you forget to gotchi again, you can sit here, gotchi, ring the bell, they'll all reset because you need this monkey to be right here. So make sure you're just gotchied here. Turn around, kill this guy. This is really easy. Monkeys will be super easy though, free. You never have to worry about it. Gotchi or kill this guy. I'm like, if you're a bit just enjoying this commentary, that's okay, Yoshi, thank you. You can basically grapple to any of these grapple points. Don't worry. I just jump on the tree. I walk up. If for whatever reason this guy sees you, you can actually firecracker him and it'll stun you and you could just kill him. So for whatever reason you mess this up, if you accidentally grapple in front, there's a grapple point, just firecracker, it'll stun him, you can kill him. Make sure to not grapple here. Okay, if you accidentally do, just quickly grapple down, but you always want to grapple to this tree right here. I run over and I open these doors. It'll make the top monkey super easy. There are a couple of other strats that I think speedrunners do, and I think Seki does it now too. I know Gino, like, he does it too. Not that he ever plays Sekiro now, but that there's another way. I just use this way. It's a little slower. Obviously, that's why speedrunners use the other one. But it takes you like to the right, and then you can come around and do the monkey or something. This is when, make sure to have your shurikens equipped. I don't yet either. I don't have them either yet. Oh my goodness. Jump up here. The point is to have that door open before you aggro this guy. So he's facing away from me, so I take a shuriken and I hit him to aggro him. Sometimes he'll be facing, I know I'm not roasting Gino on a YouTube video. Sometimes he'll be facing you, in which case you don't have to shuriken him. He'll auto aggro you. This guy can spawn purple like ghost apes. So if that happens, they're like really fast, they can hit you, so you don't want to stay up here. As soon as you aggro him or shuriken him, you're going to want to run down here. And then he's going to jump into this room over here. I always walk around this corner, like I always wait a second and wait for him to turn yellow and then walk, because if you run out here too fast, he'll actually still see you. Make sure you walk right there, don't run, because if you run, you can aggro the monkeys on top. I know a lot about this game. Just walk behind him. If for whatever reason any of that goes wrong and you forget to gotchi, or you accidentally send the monkey out without opening the doors, you have a bell. I don't remember what it's called. You get a bell in your inventory at the beginning of the fight. Just ring it and it'll reset the monkey that you haven't killed. So if the invisible ape runs, just reset it. He'll be in the same place. Just repeat. You won't have to open the doors again. So you can just go up and shuriken him. But if you mess up that purple monkey, he'll summon those ghost monkeys and they will like 100% ruin a run. Yeah, I'm doing a tutorial. I've already done Shura and I've already done immortal severance. So yeah, I figured I was going to do this like tutorial off stream and it was really hard. So I was like, okay, I'll just get over it and do it on stream. Still waiting for this game to be on sale. Honestly, I should have done like a giveaway. Okay, so you're going to want to, I should have done a giveaway for this. Turn in your monkeys, obviously. Now, this part, I think, is when, so this part is when you should actually get suppressed presence. I go ahead, so I go ahead and I definitely grab this. I think I'm going over which ones to get or something, but you're also going to have to grab this one, so I just did it in order. If for whatever reason you've died a bunch of times, and hi Kruk, hi Deval, if for whatever reason you've died and you're doing a practice run and you have less emblems than you need, just make sure to grab this one first. I haven't gotten hit, so obviously I haven't died, so I know that I have enough for it. But if for whatever reason you don't, just absolutely make sure, 100% make sure that you get this one. So I go ahead and grab these. You're going to want to grab mid-air deflect, which is this one, because on your fight to giraffe, and I'll tell you again at it, he can do this attack when you jump up in phase 2 where he does a really quick swipe. So you need mid-air deflect to parry that or he'll hit you, and obviously you don't want to hit. So grab mid-air, I grab suppress, and then I go up here and grab emblems. Go ahead and grab them now because you'll need the second emblem trait or the skill. So I just spend all 5 points and then do that. And that's typically the order I do them in because I want ascending and descending for Roberto because it helps so much if you mess up that, like the skip where he falls off the bridge. Ascending and descending are really, really, really good. And there's no reason that you need suppressed presence or the emblems before that. Here, just idle back to his roof or to the roof. We're going to do Gun Fort, which is now like, hi Dre, which is now one of the best parts of the game, and it's so well designed and it's amazing, and I had so much fun going through it on my first playthrough. So this part's really easy. There are going to be some shadow monkeys. Just run. I kind of follow the path. Just run through it as fast as possible. You shouldn't ever get hit. Yeah, Cap. You shouldn't ever get hit as long as you don't stop. I run over here. There's a tree down here to jump to. It's just a little faster. You don't have to grab this idol, but maybe grab it. If you're practicing Gun Fort, maybe grab that idol. I jump off right here. I'll show you. It's not exactly like you don't have to jump precisely where I am, but you're going to want to jump right here and skip this tree branch, and you're going to tell us how you really feel about Gun Fort. And you're going to want to grapple not to the top one where the guy is standing, but the one on the bottom. Yeah, this is going on YouTube, so say it. So right here, skip this one, go to this one, because you don't want this guy to see you. If you accidentally grapple to this one, it's totally fine, but don't try and run for it. Hops, thank you for the host. Don't try and run for this. This guy can shoot you in the back so fast, it's ridiculous, and I've ruined a run here, and it's really dumb. Just drop down. Even if you go all the way up on the ground, just immediately drop down here, and you can idle out and just redo it. So if you're like worried or want to practice gun for it or anything, then just grab the idle. But you're going to want to, so grapple to the one. I death blow this guy from here, and then I run. I think I do the tree jump. Just jump up onto this tree. I run forward a little bit, and I just make that. This part is really easy. I'm in the video now. This part is really easy. Just jump to this tree. I run forward. I'm like running forward against the tree, but you won't fall off. And then I jump around this corner and then grapple to that. It's so unbelievably safe. It looks like it's kind of risky, but there's no reason you should miss it. If you don't want to try that for whatever reason, you can grapple here and then just walk up behind this guy and death blow him if you want, and then just grapple, but it's just faster to do it this way. Yeah, it looks super sketchy, but it's not. There will be a lizard who jumps down here. Make sure to kill this lizard. You don't have to death blow him like this. Sometimes it can be wonky, but just make sure to kill him. He can send poison at you if you're doing at this, so just... Mom, get the camera, Mom. Mom. Okay, so this is where Gunfort sucks. But the strat that I use, I learned from Seki, so thank you. It's 100%, you don't have to worry about luck of like them accidentally hitting you like you do in speedruns. 100% consistent if you just get it down. Obviously, if there's human error, it will mess up. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to gotchi, and then I jump down. I walk to this ledge right here, because if you run, this guy over here can see you. Not that I've ever had an issue with him, so you can do it. I think running is safe. I just walk to be safe. Jump off this ledge right here. You're going to want to jump to this grapple. There's another one further out. This one's the important one. Make sure to jump to this grapple, not the one on the left, because there's a guy over here that will shoot you. Once you jump to that grapple, just book it. You don't have to do this. You can just run off the bottom one. That's just what I do because I'm edgy, I guess. You're still gotchied, so Snake Eyes is obviously going to be aggroed. Just stay crouched behind this wall. Make sure not to go too far out. Just stay crouched behind this wall until she de-aggroes. And then you're going to crouch. Do not stand up. As soon as she de-aggroes, you're going to crouch. Don't stand up. Don't run. Just don't, because then you'll aggro these guys. You want to count these ropes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Stop. Stand up. For once, it's probably like a quarter of a second. You're going to see these bars because obviously they're going to see you. You're going to see these. They'll be yellow at first. You'll want to wait till like one tick of the yellow comes up on the arrow. And I'll slow it down so you guys can see. You'll want to wait for like one tick. So the arrow will come up and then it'll slowly start to fill with white or yellow. Just one tick of the yellow and then you're going to book it and I'll show. But one... I think you can see it. So wait for that one tick of yellow, and then you're going to want to run to the left here in case one of them shoot you right here. And then you're going to jump. That was so close. Sometimes it's so close. You're going to want to jump off before that gap, and you're going to want to jump to this grapple. There is another grapple right here that you're going to, sometimes it'll do, but just make sure to do this one. And then also you kind of want to fall below the tree before you grapple up, because sometimes they can send a shot and you want the shot to hit the tree instead of you. So kind of fall a little past the grapple and then like grapple up as you're doing it. And sometimes it'll be like, look, Sid put Monka Giga in the bottom left, and look, Hot Talk was Bullet Dodger. It could be so edgy, but it should be a 100% as long as you don't do it. You want to right here. Make sure you wait as close to the rock as possible, because if you're standing right here, that guy can shoot you. Just wait for them to despawn. And then you want to go right here. Like I said, there's a grapple over here on the tree. If you accidentally grapple to it, don't try and grapple to this one. Don't panic. Just grapple to this one as soon as you can. So if you accidentally hit this one, which I was telling you before, just grapple to this as soon as you can, and there's a good chance you won't get hit. So it's just risky. But just as soon as you can, don't try and grapple here because this guy will hit you. You just have to all in. You just have to go for it as fast as possible. Wait for these guys to de-aggro you while you're hiding behind the rock. You can come up here. They'll start to. You don't have to worry about it. Just come over here. I wait over here for them to fully de-aggro. And just make sure. This part's super easy. Crafty's like, I'm never going to play this. Just death blow this guy. I know this is edgy writing notes. You just go this way. Doesn't matter which one of the grapples you get. Jump up here. There's going to be another guy to death blow. Thank you guys for the falls, by the way. I know I'm not thanking each of you because I'm doing this, but this part isn't risky. You can just run. That guy up there, it always looks suspicious. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to death blow this guy. There's going to be a gun guy over here. I'm going to grab snap seeds right here. Just book it. He'll see you no matter what. As soon as you stand up, just run, grab the snap seeds, and just run. If you kind of like crouch on the top, he'll see you no matter what if you're crouched or running. So if you crouch on the top, it gives him more time to like charge up his shot, and then if you're running around him, he can sometimes hit you from behind. So as soon as you go up and death blow that guy, just run, grab the snap seeds, run. So yeah, come up to giraffe. At this point earlier, I was showing you, I think it's like I don't know the name of the sugar, but the one that I showed you at monk, if you want to grab, because you're not too good at yeah, sucking is the first step to being kind of good. How much harder is isshin than geni? I'm biased because it's hard for me to tell, but definitely isshin. So earlier there was that sugar that you picked up at monk. If you weren't 100% with giraffe, you would use that here. This is where you would use it. For me personally, I'm super comfy with giraffe. If you are too, I go ahead and use an ako. You don't have to, obviously, if you don't have one, but using an ako will take out one full combo that you don't have to parry, so it's really good. You'll see me ako. Basically for giraffe, and I'll try and tell you, he's pretty easy as long as you get the pattern in your head. But in phase 1, he does a 8 move combo where he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, wait for a second, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he does a 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then he'll do it twice. And halfway through the second one, because you're using an ako, he'll be ready for the death blow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll take you a second. It took me a while. I guess I'm just not good with rhythm. I don't know. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'll get it. That's phase 1. Phase 2, he will add a combo into that. And this is why I told you to get mid-air deflect. Because he adds the quick swipe combo where he'll hit 3 times, and he does 2 ones. He'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or he'll do the quick swipe, which is 1, 2, 3, and then you have to jump because he'll do a sweep. You can spam. Oh yeah. So he'll do that one. So for the first one, for the 1, 2, 3, that's a good point. You don't have to perfect parry. You don't have to perfect parry the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can just block it. But if you hit the 10, you have to parry. Yeah, you have to parry the 10th one for him to run back, and then you jump on top of him for the posture damage before he goes into another one. So don't worry if you block the first 9. It's okay. At that point, you might want to use that other sugar I was telling you about. So if you aren't like really good with the combos and you're blocking, if you just use that sugar that I was talking about from you pick up at monk, it's a lot better. And like Mitch said, I know you guys can't really see it, spamming the parry for the first 9 will almost guarantee that you'll parry it. And then for the 10th one is just the one that you have to be like a little more, you have to be precise on getting it, because the 10th parry is what triggers him to run back and then charge you, which you just death blow. So that's that attack. Phase 2, like I said, the quick swipe is 1, 2, 3, and then he'll do a swipe, so you want to jump it. Obviously, he'll do one of 2 attacks, so whichever attack that he does, either the 10 combo or the 3 combo, he'll obviously open with one of them. He'll always do the other one next. So he'll always go back and forth. If you use the Akko, you'll only have to do with the first 2. If you don't, you'll have to do with 3 of his phases. So if he opens with the 10, then he'll have to do with the 3. If he opens with the 3, obviously he'll do with the 10. I will say, if he opens with the 10, if he does the 10 first, get ready to instantly parry. And this is why you need midair deflect, because he'll send the first swipe before you even hit the ground. So just get ready to parry that as fast as you can before you even hit the ground. And then the same if he opens with the 10, just get ready to instantly parry the third one after the 10. So kind of just watch for that. It's super fast. It's really annoying. And that's why you need midair deflect. You'll see me, first phase is the 10. You'll only see me go through the second half one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I missed this one. So this is what happens. If he does that, just walk out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what happens is if you don't parry, perfect parry, the 10th one. So I guess that's good that you can see that. So just try and safety roll out. This one he's going to do open with the 10. If he was going to do the 3, he would have already done it. He would have done it super fast. So then I jump on him and then he goes 1, 2, 3. That's how fast it is. So just get ready to he'll obviously, if he opens with the 10, he'll do the 3. Next, if he opens with the 3, he'll do the 10. So just immediately be prepared as soon as you're going to phase 2 and as soon as you finish the 10 combo to do that. Because it's fast and it's actually hit me quite a few times. Wait, that was so many numbers? Yeah, right? That was so many. Like Mitch said, the first 9 you can kind of just spam block. Don't jump off this bridge before you trigger that snake because you will take fall damage if you do. So make sure to trigger that snake. This part's pretty easy. Yeah, the first 9 for Giraffe's 10 hit combo, you can just spam block and you'll basically perfect parry every time. But make sure you get that 10th one because if not, you saw what you'll do. You'll kind of fall over. And then just safety roll out and start it over again. I don't think he'll do a charge right here. This part, super easy, super safe. I got you here because there are monkeys with guns on the bottom left that can see you. So I got you all the way back there because this monkey will fall back. This monkey will fall down right here. And if you walk up a couple more steps, you'll trigger him and he'll see you. So just got you as soon as you jump up there. Hi, Mojo. And then run by, he'll never see you. Just make this grapple. This jump can be super annoying. Don't jump off the wall or anything because you'll fall off. Walk, don't run, and then you're allowed to run at the end. But walk at first on that ledge because the monkeys back there can see you and they'll literally shoot you. They can shoot you here, obviously, but even over here by this idol, they can peek around and shoot you at the idol. So rest here. Just made it past this area. We're not going to kill Ape yet. We're going to go back. Because if you kill Ape right now, he'll trigger the guardian ape or headless ape or whatnot. I hope I show it right there. So we're not actually going to kill Ape. We'll come back to him, which is why you grab the idol because we'll idle back. I think I show it. Okay. I don't really show it that well. Kind of. Okay. So there are 2 tree branches. I think one is here and then one is here. This one is halfway. Oh, yeah. If they do see you for whatever reason, just go around the far right side of the idol. Yeah, to the other side to rest, and the idol will block the shot or the shots. Ape is the worst boss. Ape is fine, but I also will be able to tell you. I'll be able to tell you. Did you go past this ape already? Okay, so if you can jump down here. You can go to the snake or the poison pits, and so you can kill Snake Eyes now, which means you can go to Monk, and you could cross the cave that headless ape would normally spawn, the ape that summons the brown ape as well, but because we go there now and we're gonna run across that to kill Monk and we haven't killed guardian ape, which is behind us, headless ape can't spawn because headless ape can only obviously be there if we kill guardian ape first. So if you want to skip headless ape, you can just do it this way. Headless ape sucks. Especially if you don't know the Firecracker Mortal Draw strat. Headless ape, I hated headless ape. There are going to be 2 branches right here. There's one about halfway down, and then there's one so close to the edge that if you jump off and try and grapple it and are a quarter of a second too late, you will hit the ground and take damage, and I have lost many runs. If you don't grapple, you don't die, but in a damage list or a hit list, obviously you can't. Abe is your favorite boss in Sekiro? You're crazy. I grappled to this one a lot. I don't know why. I didn't know that there was a second branch here. If you grapple to this branch, it makes it a lot safer. If you grapple to this one, you have to like be spamming your grapple, and even then you might not hit it at the right time. The grapple in this game are the greatest thing FromSoft has ever designed, next to the Bull and Gunfort. So I think I do this left one. Oh, nope, I full send. So I think I do. The second tree is right here. I suggest grappling to this tree, and then you're going to want to grapple to this tree, and then you could just fall off. So I do it. Okay, good. I used to grapple straight to this one, and if you are like a quarter of a second off, you just hit the ground and you take damage. So this part's easy. Obviously, don't walk through the poison. You'll get hit. Yeah, the combos are fine. It's not a big deal, but when you're first playing the game, it's like you don't even recognize that. There are snap seeds there if you want to pick them up if you're practicing what I'm going to show you on Corrupted Monk. So if you want to practice and you don't have save files, they're right there. This part's easy. Just run through. Don't stop. Just hop up right here. The lizards will never hit you. Follow to the left. You don't have to worry about the ghosts. You don't have to worry about anything. I equip Mortal Draw here, and I equip the purple monkey thingy-majigger because you'll want to backstab this monkey. It's happened a couple of times where I forget to either put the ability on or I forget to actually hit the death blow. At that point, you just have to reset. There is a way that you can get past Snake, but like you can do this like where you aggro the snake and then you go around him and grapple. I do that now, but I never did that on this because it's way too dangerous. This is a confetti right here. You can just go around there. I do a wall jump because it's faster. You can just run around. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So don't worry. Like if you fall a couple times, it's fine. Right here, you're going to want a gotchi. Let's see if I can get like a little closer. Here, I'll 0.5 it. I'll pull a Kefri. Let's 0.5 it. You won't know that if you don't know. Overwatch. Okay, so gotchi right here before you come out of the edge. That way these guys aren't going to see you and the guy in the middle isn't going to see you. There's 2 trees right here. You're going to make sure to grapple to this one. If you grapple to this one, it's not as big of a deal. You will aggro these guys, in which case you just want to run over. There's a tree grapple to go over the poison. You just sit at the idol and you reset. You'll come up, you're going to grapple to this tree, and you'll see it in a second, but there's a tree right here that you grapple to, and then you're going to grapple to the Buddha's head, which means that you get through all of this without a single one aggroing you, and if you've done this area, you know that it sucks, because they're big cannon guys. It's just like Gunfort Mini. So grapple to this one. It's going to look really wonky. As soon as you grapple to this one, like immediately start turning your camera to this one so you can immediately grapple it and then just hit the Buddha, and you're going to run down the side of it, and then I'm going to sneak up behind Snake Eyes, who's right here, and you're going to death blow her. So so grapple to this one. You're going to want to grapple to this one. See, I'm already turned my camera. Go down or go to the Buddha. Just make sure you walk to the left of the Buddha so that you don't see how Snake Eyes will kind of start to aggro. Just go to the left of the Buddha as far as you can. You're going to sneak up. I'm going to death blow her. And then what I do for Snake Eyes is I do 1 hit, 1 parry. I think you can do 2 hits, 1 parry. I've always done 1 hit, 1 parry. I position myself to where she's against this wall. You're gotchied so they won't show you or they won't see you. Just keep her against this wall because she can do an attack where she'll jump back and then shoot you. And if you're against the wall, it's fine. This attack right there, you can parry. You just have to learn the timing of it. I don't know how to tell you the timing of it. It's you can parry it. You just have to like wait, like take a breath after she swings and then parry it. And so from right here, you can double Ichi this part, and you can also mortal draw. See, like wait for her to go around, and as soon as she hits around, then parry it, because she'll go around and then she'll hook. So around, parry. So I do 1 hit, 1 parry. Now, the thing with Snake Eyes, I'll go again so you can see it. I'll go back. So the thing with Snake Eyes is when, no, definitely pivot her to her back against the wall, because then sometimes she can jump back and hit you, and you don't want that to happen. The thing with Snake Eyes is your 1 hit, you'll see me do this. I go in and 1 hit, and then I back my character up and then deflect. And then I go in 1 hit and then back my character up. Oh, she did this hit, so I didn't. And then 1 hit and then back up. 1 hit, back up. Sometimes I do too. And you want to do that because if you back up while you're getting ready to parry, it tricks her AI into doing, here I'll show you, into doing a certain move, which is easier to deflect. It tricks her into doing that move over and over again. See? So she'll do that. Now, if you mess up and she does the other move, it's fine. Just learn the parry on that. But that's the move, that left or that right one, that she can do, where she'll do that move and she can sometimes back up. So that's why you have her against the wall. For whatever reason, she does that. So that's why. So I go forward, I attack her, and then as she's swinging to parry, I pull my joystick back. If you're locked onto her, your character will just walk back, obviously. Yeah, if you've gotten this far through the tutorial, type Rosh in the comments. No, this part's easy. What time is it? It's 5. I have an hour and 45 minutes, but that's fine. I only have 45 minutes left of the thing. Yeah, you can also mortal draw 2 times parry repeat instead of 1 hit parry. However, I have seen that mess up so many times. I've seen the mortal draw and the double ichi strat mess up so many times that it scares me, because I feel like if you do mortal draw like a 1/10 of a second too long, you'll get hit. I hate it. I hate the mortal draw strat. You can, if you want to learn the mortal strat draw, I think speedrunners do it, right, Mitch? You can go watch Seki. I know you started streaming, but I don't know if you have any VODs up or anything, Mitch. But yeah, speedrunners do it. So anybody who's speedrunning this and doing this, or go to bed in a meeting in the morning, go to sleep, Yoshi. Yeah, when I learned the parry. Okay, so hi Tuki, good morning. Liz parries with her eyes closed. I could probably do that with my eyes closed at that point. Point is at 7. No, appointment's at 8. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get through this. Okay, so I do this jump over here because I played the game so many times, where I jump here and then jump off of this wall and over to a grapple that's at that tree. But you have to jump at an angle and then jump off the wall at an angle. Sekiro, you need to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bosses for shura. Sekiro jumps are really annoying, where sometimes you'll jump off the wall and you'll just do a straight jump instead of an angled jump if you aren't using your camera. So you want to jump and then move your camera joystick to the right. Sometimes it can mess up. If you fall, you will take damage. So what I did, just to be safe, and I recommend doing, is grappling to this point. Then there's going to be a grapple over here, and then you're going to grapple to the left of the rooster that's there. And you want to do this because you want to go over here, which will bring this rooster forward so you can grapple there. And then you're going to jump off of this cliff onto the tree that you see there. That way, if you fall right here, you don't take fall damage and you just go to the ground and you have to run up. I recommend going down on the ground where you fall and getting an idea of where to run. So you don't get hit down there, just so you know, worst case scenario. So yeah, if you do this jump, you will get hit. If you do this, you won't. And again, you just run through, not through the fire, but through the next to the fire, and you just jump off, and you'll see the branch I'm talking about. If you do the strat, it's fine. Jump over here. Like I said, you're gonna jump to the wall, and you're gonna jump off of it and grapple to here. In which case, you'll jump down to the same branch that you would have jumped if you went over the fire. Hi, Seki. Hello. How are you? How are you? Don't mind me just going into an in-detailed strat of basically everything you taught me. So this jump is really, really easy. It's going to look annoying. There's like this area right here where it kind of like the branch goes out and there's like a bulge in the tree that it goes up there. You're just going to want to run it and then jump on that. I think, yeah. And so then you just jump up there. So just aim for this bulge. So jump and then jump up and you'll get it. Imagine recycling content. Just jump down here, kill the hardest boss. Yeah, no, the bulge. This is supposed to be a PG friendly. Pretend you're clicking for clickbait. Wait, what? Pretend you're playing for clickbait. Oh, I should have been like, yeah, this whole time. Let's pretend she has content to play on Sekiro and that hasn't played the game to the point of mastering everything in the game. Yeah, I've only played this game a couple of times. That would be really smart. Be careful with these grapples, by the way. This tree can be really annoying. If you don't fully go on the left side, the grapple won't show up. Make sure to jump off of this wall. It'll land you right in front of the idol. It's not a big deal. And grab this idol. I'm pretty sure if you jump off and don't hit that wall, you'll take damage. I don't think you can ever be done with Sekiro. I know. I've done everything I can do at this point with Sekiro, unless I go for no hit or all bosses. Like, I've even done randomizer, all bosses, all beads, all memories. So unless I decide to do no hit or all bosses, it's just like... if you just run through this place, it's super easy. You won't get hit. I go down here and jump off of this wall to avoid the ogre. You definitely want to do that. Keep running. There's this guy that like pitter patters off of you and I hear his footsteps in the back and it scares me every time. But just keep running. You won't get hit. Chubby, thank you for the host. First run, no spoilers, no tips, no backseating. Oh my god. I think something happened to Candace. Wait, Candace? What? Twitch streamer completes hitless run on first attempt. Absolutely destroys Geni. So run up to Monk. You're just going to make this jump here. This house, there's a coin purse here. You go in, there's a spirit bead. A prayer bead, sorry. Jump down. There's a confetti. Grab it. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at chat. I hate you, I try. Jump over here. Okay, so this one, I don't do them both. This one is kind of interesting. I'll put it on 0.5. There's two different strats for this one. There's the firecracker and dust strat, or there is the snapseed and firecracker strat. The 100% safe strat, you will use more mats and you'll use all your firecrackers, but it literally doesn't matter. You could do firecrackers and you can do ash. It's the 100% you won't mess up. You can take it as slow as you want. You don't have to worry about it whatsoever. I'll show you in a second, but their house is on the left side. You want to skirt the whole left side of the arena to the left of all of the houses, and then Monk will actually spawn in the middle and walk forward, and she won't see you. So you could be completely behind her and she won't have aggroed you. And what you want to do is you want to firecracker her as you're backing up to a specific branch or to a specific bush on the stairs. And you want to firecracker her and dust her and throw like ash at her till she gets to that spot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to jump off of the rock behind you with her. You're going to target her and you're going to jump off of the rock behind you. And I'll show you all of this. And you're going to death blow her. And you don't have to fight her at all. It's completely cheese. You don't have to worry about it at all. I have played this game so many times because it took more attempts than I would like to admit to get this. I do snap seeds instead in firecrackers, where you do the same thing. You run around the wall all the way to the left, but you cut across a house kind of early while she's still walking up, and you snap seed. You snap seed twice, which stops her and then like staggers her back a little. And so the point of that is to interrupt her from walking forward as much as you can and to stagger her back. And then you run forward and you throw firecrackers. What happens to Monk is when you either throw an ash at her or you throw a firecracker at her, she'll stagger and then walk forward a step. So she'll stagger and she'll walk up a step. So the point of firecrackers and ash is to keep firecrackering her so she doesn't move up slowly. Because like she'll move back, but it's like 2 steps backwards, 1 step forward. With her, which is actually really backwards when you think about the actual analogy. So you want to firecracker her to where she's just doing 2 steps, like over and over. I've thought about it so many times, but there's so much. I tried it, and it takes so much energy to do it off stream where I don't talk to you guys. So the point of the ash and the firecrackers is to, when she staggers back, to do it again so she doesn't have time to take a step forward. If you do it the first way, it doesn't matter. If you can literally throw a dust or a firecracker and wait 5 minutes if you want, you have enough dust and firecrackers that it doesn't matter. This strat, I do it a lot faster and you'll see. So I do snap seeds. Again, run all the way to the left here. Like seriously, hug the wall. What I do with snap seeds, and this actually looked a little early. Yeah, this is a tutorial, my tutorial video from the night. Yeah. So if you do snap seeds, you actually cut across at this house. If you do the ash, just run all the way around. Seriously, if you're just starting this, you can skirt the edge all the way around. I've done this enough that I cut at that house, run to the stairs, and I snap seed. If you're doing this the other way, you don't have to worry about it. Snap seed twice. You can just go all the way around and run up. Snap seed twice, run up to her. You see how I'm firecrackering her and not giving her a chance to walk up? So that's good. That's what you want. And I kind of do it at an angle. You're going to want to walk her back to this bush. If you do this strat, you don't have to use any ash or anything. She'll be far enough away. You snap when you get to the rock. You target her. You don't actually have to jump back on this rock. You just jump up against it and move your joystick forward. So if you jump back, your character can go off to the side. It's fine if you do and you're getting to learn it. She won't actually aggro you until you're basically standing in her. But it's just, you don't even have to jump against the wall. Just jump up and then angle your joystick forward and you'll go off. I'm fully informed and entertained. I haven't played this game yet. It's so good, Beast. You have to play it. It's my favorite. So then you just jump off and then you deathblower. Super easy. I prefer snap seeds. You use less resources and it's faster. But like I said, feel free to use, make sure you get this idol too, by the way. Feel free to use, here, I'll show you one more time. I'll show you faster. Feel free to walk all the way to the edge, wait for her to walk forward, use 10 dust in all of your firecrackers. It's seriously, as long as you walk the whole edge to the left, and then don't stand in front of her when you come over to her, it's fine. You won't aggro. So, yeah, just, you'll have to kind of walk her to an angle, by the way, to get her by this bush, but at the bush, lateral to the stairs is typically how I have her. And then just super easy. I'm still trying to play Dark Souls 3. My order was Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, and then Sekiro. Oh yeah, well you don't need this for Shura, but I'm also going to take Shura, or I'm going to take Emma when I go that, and then pull up my Immortal Severance video and go into that. So I'm going to do the Shura, sorry I didn't mean to hit you. I'm going to do the Shura tutorial, and then as soon as we kill Emma, isshin at the end, I'm just going to pour my Immortal Severance video up. And then just go into that, so it's like a 2-in-1 tutorial. And you want to grab that idol because later we're going to idol back here. And if you don't grab that idol, you're going to have to run through the village. In which case, after you kill True Monk, all of her like shadow NPCs come up and there's a guy on the bridge. So you'll have to like dodge him. Now I want dim sum. You'll have to dodge him if you forget to get this idol. So yeah, just idle out when you get the fire. You can run out if you want. But I just idle. It's faster to idle in from when you get, I think it's what the load, not the load is, that other thing you need. So now we're going to go get the spirit beads. You remember when I said that there was the spirit bead at Roberto, which I forgot to get, by the way, and you're going to see, well, I'm going to forget to do, and then you have the spirit bead from the vendor and the spirit bead, which I said at Mibu. We do this now because it's just more efficient time-wise. You just run in the lake. You should never aggro the fish. Just run in, and then I would immediately like dive when you get in though, just because you don't want to like run straight into those. Grab the bead, idle out. YouTube, this is a reminder to subscribe, like the video, and turn notifications on. And you can also check the link in the details below for my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and whatever freaking other socials I find that I use. Yeah, sure. I think I'm also going to include a link to how to create save files and use cheat engine, which definitely helps learn the fight. While I'm doing all this, I can kind of explain it. See, I traveled to the wrong one. And this is me realizing it. It's me realizing I traveled to the wrong one, so I have to go back. Cheat engine allows you, it's not cheating. Well, I guess it is cheating technically. It's fine. Cheat engine allows you to modify the game to where you can make you can make it to where you can't die. Even though a boss is hitting, you can make it to where you don't take damage from attacks. You can make it to where no matter how many times you you can make it to how many times you attack a boss, they don't die. It's really, really helpful for just like sitting on a boss and practicing them for like 30 minutes if you want to go through all of their moveset without having to die and then reset and then kill the boss over and over again. And there's save files. Again, this is just me going to get the beat again. You can use save files, in which case I personally make a save file before every boss. And so you'll see at Guardian Ape, or for Monk, you saw how I just used firecrackers and snap seeds. Yeah, I actually didn't know you could save and load. I just use a separate save file for it. I just use Sekiro save or something, whatever. So I'll link Cheat Engine, but then I will also link the save files as well. With the save files, you can basically, like, if I were going in for Roberto right now, I can make a save file before I aggro him where I would normally Akko. And so then I could Akko, go in, I could Firecracker and Ash. And what would normally happen is you would have to die to Roberto and then reset to go in and practice him again. Oh, I tell you from personal reference, when you jump off of this roof, do not jump from this edge straight into the water. Okay? Don't do that because you will take waterfall damage. I didn't even know that fall damage was a thing in the game until this happened in my baseline. I took a hit to this. Make sure to jump right here and then into the water because you're going to grab the spirit bead. What a save file does is, so you use an Akko and a firecracker and a dust for Roberto. If you were to die to Roberto to reset to keep practicing him, you would eventually run out of Akko. You would eventually run out of spirit emblems. You would eventually run out of confetti. What happens is if you make a save file before Roberto with the Akko, the confetti, and the emblems, you can just exit the game or exit to the load-in screen, hit load on the save file, and then re-enter the game, and you have the Akko, confetti, and emblems that you previously used. So it just resets that, and you just pick up the save as if you never used the Akko or the emblems. Super useful for practicing bosses. This is where you get the third spirit bead, by the way. Super useful for when you're practicing bosses that require mats and games, because you would have to, if you didn't use that, you would have to, I think I messed up. Yeah, you're supposed to go to the idol. You would have to basically run through the game over and over and over and over and over again versus just loading save files. 100 plus foot jump equals concrete. Yeah, but that was not 100 feet. I'm stuck at Miss Nerval. I'm stuck at Geni Ashina for 2 days. I already did Geni Ashina in this video. You could, not like trying to promote a video, but since I'm doing a tutorial, I go over the whole fight if you want to go back and look. Sorry, prayer beads. Sorry, prayer beads, not spirit beads. Have I been calling them spirit beads? Yeah. This part right here, you're going to jump to 2 branches. You can jump going out that way. I jump this way right here because if you jump from the right, you can actually miss the grapple. So I go to the left. Again, you can go to the right. But I've missed the grapple there. Make sure to kill her. She'll bang your pots and pans and get all of them. Run in here. This is where you get the spear that you'll need for Ape, which we're about to kill. There's also a coin purse you can grab if you want, if you're like practicing and you don't have save files and you want to buy more emblems. But at this point, you don't actually need any spirit emblems. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're called prayer beads and spirit emblems. So that's a heavy coin purse if you want to pick it up for any reason. No, this isn't live. Only flans just for making custard treats and puddings. Yeah. Can you imagine? You have an only flan and it's just like different ways of making There. So you idle back. Then I think we idle to temple. This whole time, I don't use, so by now you'll have enough for a prayer bead. I said it right that time. You'll have enough for the memory from monk, and you'll have your spear, I believe. I don't turn in any of them because in my head, it's a lot easier to turn in one prayer bead. Like, it's a lot easier for me to forget to turn in one prayer bead than it is for me to turn in 2 prayer beads, a memory, and you're gonna have to train here. So it's like a really easy way of me, like if I have just one thing, like I always for ape, you have to train this skill right here, or like you have to train it to do the cheese. And so I constantly forgot. I would go into ape and I would forget to train this. So I just save my memory. I save my 2 prayer beads because then I have the menu up and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to train. So what you want to train is you'll have all of this obviously trained by now. You want to get this because you'll need the extra emblems for what I'll show you. And then I go ahead and get suppressed sound. Actually, you don't even need, you need this one. I've been messing them up. You actually don't even need this one at this point. I forgot you just need that one. Go ahead and get run and slide because you get shinobi eyes, which increases damage inflicted to posture after you do a Makiri. Yeah, you don't even need suppressed sound, Zoo. I think I always grabbed it. You have enough points for it. But just absolutely make sure you get that emblem one. You don't, no, I don't get jumping combat arts. I personally found jumping combat arts messed me up more, like with the timing. I mean, you probably could, but which jumping combat arts is like you jump and you could start swinging your sword while you're midair, or like it adds an attack or something like that. It personally messed me up. So now we go back to 8. Right? I went to, oh yeah. By the way, while you're at idle, make sure to train your spear. So, yeah, jumping combat arts always like, well, I don't deal with this scream at all. Jumping combat arts always messes me up, so I just never did it. What you'll need for ape is you'll need firecrackers, mortal draw, and you'll also need spear. You'll see me put those on. And I almost forget to mortal draw here. You confetti first, then Akko. Confetti lasts longer than Akko. It doesn't get more in-depth and intense than this. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna see me, and I actually think I have spike. Okay, so you should have 17 emblems. Okay, so make sure if you forget to train and you remember at that idle before you go into ape, if you train and you don't rest, it won't actually reset your emblems. So if you forgot to train and actually rest, so it gives you the 17, because I think otherwise you only have like 15 or something, or I don't remember how many you have. Okay, so confetti Akko, you're gonna want to run in you're gonna see him slam. As soon as he slams his hand, you're gonna want a firecracker. Then you're gonna want to attack twice because he'll be staggered once you firecracker him. You're gonna attack twice. You have 16. Attack twice, and then he's gonna return up from his stagger. But you have to wait for his head, and I'll show you. You'll have to wait for his head to get all the way up before you hit him again. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So he has to like recover his animation from being staggered, and then you hit him again, and you'll hit him 5 times. If you attack him before he has fully returned up outside of the stagger, he will like fall back like a big baby and get out of the stagger, and you'll have to fight him normally. So Akko confetti, or confetti Akko, make sure you have spear, mortal draw, firecrackers. Firecracker, as soon as he slams, you're going to want to take a step up. Sorry, I messed this up. A step up, mortal draw, mortal draw. Mortal draw, mortal draw. Akko and confetti stack. So go through mortal draw fully twice. So then he'll stagger his head down. You're going to want to hit twice. As fast. You want to do this as fast. So he's going to come up. You have to wait for him. I'll slow it down even more. You have to wait for him to fully return. Okay? So you have to wait just as soon as he brings it up. I can't turn my camera off. And then you hit him. And then you go and you hit him 5 times, and then he'll bend over and you'll hit him twice. So Mortal draw, mortal draw. Firecracker, mortal draw, mortal draw, mortal draw, mortal draw. Hit twice. Wait for him to return all the way up. So like him to stop moving when he goes up. Hit twice. Wait for him to go up. Then as soon as he's done, see how I just finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shut up, Strong, shut up. And then when he goes down and brings his head down, you're going to want to hit him twice. So when he does this, after you hit him 5 times, he'll do this. And then hit him twice. And then the same thing when he goes up. And then wait for his head to go all the way up, and then it stops. I almost waited a little too long because you started to go into that, so you don't want to wait too long, but as soon as it goes up, and then he should go through the first phase. So then that's first phase. Super easy. You shouldn't take damage. If you do mess it up, just play it super safe. Don't try and get like super, you want to wait for him to throw. If you mess up first phase, am I like super fast right now? Oh no. If you mess up the first phase cheese, it's fine. To be safe, if I did that, only punish his, like, he'll throw poop. Only punish when he throws poop. And then once he gets 50% into his health, he'll do a, like, run and grab. And so just, like, run into it, strafe it, and then hit that. It'll be slow, but you can do it. So now you're going to want to equip your spear, which I think I forget. You're going to want to re-confetti, re-yako, and you're going to try and bait out one attack. You're going to try and bait out one attack, and I'll show you. And then he'll either do a 1, 2, 3 after you bait out that one attack, or something like that, or he'll do like a 5-hit combo. I'll show you both, because then after that, he'll do a squiggly up into the air, come down, and you want to parry it, and then you're going to hit him twice, spear, you're going to go spear in, spear out, and then you're going to hit him 3 times. I'll go over that again. Basically, skip every attack. For me personally, skip every attack he does. This is me almost forgetting that I put on spear. Skip this, just run. I try and keep him in the center, so I am just like kind of skirting the edge. This attack, where he'll swing out and then bring his attack in. He'll do that 3 times. He only does it twice. And then he'll go up. And so then you're going to attack twice, spear, pull it in and out, so you have to hit it twice, and then attack 3 times and back off. And just do that again until he does it. So just skip every attack. Sometimes his RNG will be crappy and you'll sit here for PG stream, for 500 minutes until he does it again. It's okay. Skip all these attacks. You can trigger his squiggly by doing these. It's just super risky. So you'll see me bait it. You can actually do this attack. I don't know why. Just jump that and he'll do the squiggly line. I don't know why I do it. Just jump when he does that and he'll trigger his squiggly. I don't know why I don't do that. So yeah, just wait. Yeah, the little squiggly. It's so cute. Do you guys not think when he goes like this that it's cute? Like, watch him. Wait for him to do it. I think it's adorable. Just like he just does a little. I almost got hit, by the way. Yes, it's so cute. It's so cute. Like right here, you can jump and hit him 3 times. I don't. It's just super risky. He can do it. So like this. And then he'll do it again, and then I'll do the squiggly. I'm not sure if he'll do it or not. So when he does that, he can do it either like 2-hit combo. Watch! Look at... Oh, wait, he already did it. Dang it. No, it's so cute. However, after these, by the way, after he does, like after you do the 2-hit, or the squiggly, sometimes instead of doing a squiggly, he can do a scream. So just be absolutely prepared to run out as soon as possible. So I'll do like this hit, and instead of going up like this, he can scream. So it just makes sense. Look, that's so cute. Hopefully he'll do it one more time. Oh, I'm out of spears because his RNG sucked. Sometimes his RNG will suck so many times 3 spears won't work and you'll have to fight him. Just do the exact same thing. However, if his RNG is good, 3 spears works and he's dead. He can do another one. I think he did it on this last one, where he'll do this. And instead of just doing 1, I think he did it on the last one, I guess not. Instead, he'll do like a swing. He'll do the swing twice, and then he'll go up in the air. Sometimes instead of like a 2 attack, he can do a 5 attack where he'll go whoosh, 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 whoosh. And so you have to parry that last one. So you just have to be prepared for him to do either the 1-2 or the 1-2 whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But you have to parry the last attack on either of them. So his 5 attack whoosh, his 5 attack, yeah, in a speedrun you use it all the time. There's a strat to have like 7 spears left over. Is it with, wait, how? So on his 5 attack, so he, yeah, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So when he does the like squiggly attack that I told you to bait out, he can either do 1 attack, which you just parry and then he goes up in the air, or he can do a 5 attack combo like he does. He'll do an attack that you have to parry, but then he'll do this like swing where you'll go to parry and it won't actually connect. However, make sure that you parry like it is going to hit you. So like you'll see it where you'll parry and you won't, it's like you don't even need to parry, it'll just go through you because you'll kind of iframe through it. Don't take that iframe for granted, parry anyway, because if he's angled right, he can hit you with that backswing. So just when he does the 5, make sure to parry it. Act like you just do it. After ape, you'll see here, I always forget to memory, so I have that in a split. Like, I always just get so scared to go to the last boss that I forget. So make sure you memory. But also, there's a third skill over here after ascending and descending called flowing water. Reduce the amount of damage to posture when attacked by an enemy with a sword. So it's really good if you're like blocking and whatnot and don't have it down. So make sure to grab that. After that, you don't need any skills. That's the last skill that you need, even if you're doing immortal severance. So I grabbed that. Super easy. Turn in the memory. Yeah. So, yeah. So easy. Yeah. You can use Mortal Draw and Snake Eyes, but I just hate using Mortal Draw. In Mortal Draw, it seems like so crazy. Okay, so for isshin, you'll need firecrackers. You can use Mortal Draw. I don't. I go with firecrackers instead of Mortal Draw. So I go ahead and I put firecrackers on my thing. I typically, if I'm not using Mortal Draw, I'll take everything off of my bar. I know, but I told you, Mitch, it throws me off. I can't. I know it does more damage. It throws me off. I can't use it. I normally take everything off of my bar except for firecrackers because I've accidentally, okay, well here, first of all, when you jump up here, there's a purple guy down here who attacks you. He's sitting on this thing. Once you grapple up, just stand there. And then he'll fall down every time and you don't have to worry about him. Whereas if you walk forward, he'll jump on you. So grapple, stand there, grapple. I gotchi, except I forget to here. Gotchi right here. This run is so messed up. Gotchi right here. Because if you gotchi here, there are people up top that if you don't, they can aggro you and they can throw a shuriken. And I'll show you what happens because it happens here. And I was 0.10 of a frame from ruining this. So gotchi here, jump over here, don't worry about this guy, just jump off, jump up here, just run straight at this window. You're going to want to jump and aim your camera up. So this is what happens if you don't gotchi. These guys behind you on the other roof will see you because you don't gotchi. And so as you're running up to this grapple point, they will throw a shuriken. See it? Do you freaking see it, guys? They will throw a shuriken. Let me see if I can get it. Perfect. Behind you. So if you do forget to gotchi for whatever reason, instead of panicking, kind of jump off to the side of the bridge and then to the grapple. So like, look how freaking close this is. Because I didn't gotchi. Look. Yeah, literally that's how close. So make sure to gotchi. Again, if you forget, like, you can't see my face, but so at this point in the run, I'm doing this first part for Shura. So you're going to see, oh yeah, make sure you jump before you grapple, I guess, on that bridge, on the like raft. So jump and then grapple. Like, imagine I get all the way to Emma and I get hit by a So for this tutorial, I'm actually doing a Shura and an immortal severance in one. So what you're going to see here is you're going to see me kill Emma, and then I'm immediately going to bring up my immortal severance video, and I'm going to show you the owl fight that you would do if you're going for immortal severance. So for Shura, you decide to side with owl and kill isshin. So that's what I'm going to do. And then the next fight, if you go against him, then you fight him. So I'll show you both. Oh gosh, isshin is, I have an hour and 10 minutes. Do you think I can do this? Okay, Emma's super, super easy. She does a few attacks. Oh Lord. She does a few attacks. It's basically just learning all of her attacks. The only trick to her is you can get her in a pattern to where she does one hit. She does like one hit and then parry and then one hit and parry. This is the last boss Hydra. isshin. One hit parry, and hopefully I'll show you. And then there's also a second thing. Emma will idle. She'll back off from you and idle, and I think you'll see it. Instead of immediately going up to attack her because she's idling, wait half a second. Because half the time she will back up and then go into an attack mode or go into an attack combo. And if you immediately run up to her and attack her and she's not actually idling, she will slice you, or she'll slice and hit you. So always like wait. This is what I did. Maybe not everyone. Always wait just half a second when she idles to see if she's actually like starting another combo, which you will just have to parry, or if she's actually idling. If she's actually idling, then obviously you can kill her or attack her, but you'll see me do that. Sometimes when she idles and, you cannot go before. Sometimes, see like this, I wait half a second. And this is that is the loop. So she can do that, which you jump. This one is just about learning her moveset. There's nothing special. I dodge that because I'm too scared of that. If you're good at, this is the one hit, one parry, by the way. I just dodge it. I'm too scared of it. If you're good at it, then go for it. So see, I wait a second, I wait, and then I go into it. Sometimes she can just start up an attack and you just have to parry the whole combo. You can do shura ending and 3 other endings, yeah, but you have to start over the fight. What I do is I wait for this symbol to come up, because you're going to have to fight isshin now. And you actually have time to confetti and Akko again. So wait for this symbol to come up, and then confetti first, and then Akko, because confetti lasts longer. So the cutscene will start. I actually hate the shura ending so much that I've never done it, so I have no idea how to fight these 2 bosses. It's really easy. Okay, 99% of the time, you can run up and attack isshin right away. However, there has been like 2 times where he does an attack where you'll go to attack him and he'll sidestep it and he'll do one of 2 moves. He'll either do a grab or he'll hit you. 9.9 attempts out of 10, he runs up to you and you could just immediately attack him twice. But just to be warned, I don't know why he sometimes does it, so just kind of be prepared for it. He doesn't do it here. So you attack him twice. And again, you just have to learn his moveset. There's nothing too special about him. He's very similar to like the shura. You can dodge that. I just strafe it. So there's that one. I'll show you again. There's this one where he'll sidestep it. Here, where's my cursor? He'll sidestep this. Did he already do it? See how so normally when he backs off, that's when he does it. So like when he goes back to reset and you attack him for the first time, he'll always sidestep it, and then he'll either do the grab move, which he's about to do, or he'll just do a swing. So just get prepared to deal whatever he has to do. You're actually supposed to like sidestep. You're actually supposed to dodge to the left his grab, but I completely panic here, and I'll show you my reaction, and I jump and luckily do not get hit. I freak out because I forget and I jump, and I don't know how I didn't get hit. And see, he backs up and then sidestepped and does it again. So then he can go into hitting. I wonder if he backs up here. So yeah, then he just goes into normal. So yeah, it freaking scared the frick out of me. I don't know how it worked. Go into phase 2 of isshin. You can sugar. And then every time, so you want a sugar, and then you're going to want a firecracker, because he'll always do this attack. You can mortal draw this. You can mortal draw it if you want. I prefer firecrackers because, again, I just don't like mortal draw. Mortal's draw sounds, well, I just mean he has like this version of, this version is way easier than Sword Saint. You can mortal draw when he like does this power up move, because you have to interrupt it, which will interrupt him and do a lot more damage to him. I don't know, maybe it's because the controller that I use sometimes breaks and it doesn't go through. I just don't like relying on mortal draw, so I firecracker him instead. But whenever he does this move right there, you have to interrupt it. Okay? Because oh god, you have to interrupt it because he does this like big slash and fire comes out of the ground and he goes to you and he goes ting 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 ting, which is so hard to deflect and parry, and it's almost impossible. I've done it one time and it's just ridiculous. All of his other moves, has been following for 21 year. Hi lads. All of his other moves, he does 4 other fire moves. One of them only gets triggered if you're behind him. Okay, so you can completely avoid that move if you're behind him. And I accidentally trigger it one time on him because I don't know how, and I don't know how I avoided it. So as long as you don't come behind him and attack, he won't trigger that move. His 3 other moves, he'll do this. He'll do this. And it's kind of scuffed on mine. So you firecracker this. Yo, there's a watch time command, which I play on PC, shady, but I play with a controller. So he'll do this where he does a swipe, and then he'll like power up like this and then slam down into a curve. So I barely make that, but what I do, this is hard when you can only go back 10 seconds. What I do is I just watch into it and dodge. I use an Xbox controller. I use an Xbox Elite. So he does the swipe, I run up to him, and then I dodge to the right. And then you kind of have to stand back for a second because this art looks kind of misleading, and if you walk up this way, it can actually hit you. So make sure you back up and wait a second. And then, if you do controller, exclamation point controller, it'll show. So you have to kind of wait for a second or else you'll get burned and come in. But like I said, come into his side. Approach him at his side. Don't approach him from behind, because if you approach him from behind, he will trigger that attack. Okay, so approach him from his side, which is what I do, and you can attack him like normal. Okay, so it's the same thing. His attack patterns are very similar to isshin. Now, what I did is when he idles, he can do the same thing. He can do the same thing in phase 1, where if he idles and you go attack him and he'll sidestep. I get super scared of that, so I just firecracker him so he can't sidestep. And then I just attack him like normal. I recommend learning how to parry his sidestep because there is a potential that his RNG could make you run out of firecrackers. And if he does that, you can't stop him from doing his charge up attack unless you mortal draw, and you might panic and not know that. So hi Lethargic, thank you for the resub. I recommend learning how to parry. That's what I do now. I wonder why it's similar to Sword Saint. So that's why I firecracker. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend saying, I'm following up on Immortal Severance right after. So that's why I firecracker here, but I don't recommend it. So I firecracker, go into it. I wait to see what he's doing. That's the thing. Do not be greedy. It's so much better to wait and react than to go aggressive and have to react soup. So I wait for him. He backs off to see if he charges up an attack. And then I notice, so I start coming in and I notice that he's doing that charge up attack. That, remember, you have to interrupt that. Okay? You have to interrupt that attack. You cannot let him get out of the attack. So I use firecrackers again. You can use mortal draw. You have to. So you just run up, you attack him like normal. Again, he idled. This is another attack you can do. I do not know how this missed me. Okay, this is his second other attack where he'll do this. He'll wind up. And then he will put like a cone of fire in front of him, right? Oh yeah, so he'll wind up the attack and then he'll slam down and it'll be an arch. I just sidestep. So I sidestep all of his attacks. I just strafe him, probably dodge him if you're just starting to play the game. But all of these attacks, I just strafe. It looks cooler. That's the only reason I do that. So yeah, he lines up this attack, and what you would normally do is you would just rotate around him, because he like kind of spins as he's like, or he kind of like spins as he's doing this attack. So I just rotate with him. You have iframes when you dodge forward. You actually have like 1/10 more of an iframe when you dodge forward. Or like 0.1 side. You have more iframes dodging forward. I think that's the only way. Yeah, you can interrupt all of these attacks with Mortal Draw. Or like if you want to, yeah, I think it looks cool to strafe them. So yeah, that's what you would normally do. I just strafe around him. You can Mortal Draw to interact or to interrupt it, or you can just dodge it. Don't know how that did not hit me. So this is the attack again. He did the exact same, where he goes like this and he brings it around. So again, you just go to the right. Mortal Draw or Mikiri. So I think he backs off here because he's so close to dead and I have 11 firecrackers. Instead of risking him sidestepping and me missing the parry or getting grabbed, he's so close to being dead, there's no way that he's gonna have the RNG to where I'm gonna have to go through the firecrackers. So I have all of these extra firecrackers. I just firecracker him out of the sidestep and then attack him. Okay, so again, you kind of just pay attention to that maybe. I literally say in my VOD, I say fuck it, because I know that I have enough fire emblems to stop this instead of risking it. So I fire emblem him. He does this move again. I strafe. Again, watch that corner, and then I do the exact same thing. After he does this, I just say fuck it, and I firecracker him because he was so close to dead, and I had all of the emblems. Yeah, Mitch speedruns the heck out of this game. Yeah. So that's look. You can see that I'm super happy. I just realized Severance said resubscribe. Thank you for the resubscription, Edward. Thank you.
I had no idea I was even gifted a sub last month because I just realized the sub button said resubscribe, so I wanna show support for the most non-scuffed Sekiro no damage run tutorial.
Did you say the most non-scuffed? Is that what you said? Said subscribe, so then most. Hey, this isn't even scuffed. This isn't scuffed. So that's how. Thank you for the resub, and again, lethargic. Thank you for the sub too, and thank you guys for all the follows. So that's Shura. I want to also show you Immortal Severance, which I'm just gonna pick it up from where Emma was, or where I would have killed Owl instead. So again, if you are doing Immortal Severance, that's when you side with Emma. That's where you side with Emma, or you side with Owl and you kill her. This is what happens. Okay, I'm just making sure. I wasn't sure if you were like being sarcastic. This is oh, I only had it in 720p, sorry. This is what happens when you forsake or when you go against your dad and save Kuro, which is what you would do for Immortal Severance, which is one of the other 4 endings. No, Aggie's really good. Aggie, Sekiro, Mitch, Faraz is even good. And then there's, what's his name that figured out the headless strat? I can't remember his name. They're really good to watch. Just for regular gameplay, but also, well, yeah, Ozzy, but I'm just saying right here, you decide not to kill him. Okay, so I'm just going to do the next ending. I go against Owl to save Kuro. So again, if you're doing Shura, isshin is where you would have ended. That's where the game would have ended. This is if you're doing Immortal Severance or the other 2 endings. So you protect Kuro here. So you do this. What I do is make sure you have shurikens equipped. That's all you really need. Again, I unequip Immortal Draw, or I unequip everything else. For some reason, I always parry here to make sure my finger's on parry. Make sure you have shurikens up, and then he's just going to start. Basically, what I'm going to do is a 2 hit, and then I parry whatever moveset he does. So he does like 4 different moves. He has like 4 different movesets in phase 1. There's basically nothing I could really tell you about them other than you just learning them. Like I can't really, I can't really like go step by step. You have to just kind of like fight him over and over again until you recognize those. But the strat is to hit him twice and then he will back up. And then what you want to do is you want to run up to him and just parry whatever his moveset is. So you hit him twice, he backs up, you run up forward to trigger his next attack, and then you just have to parry it. So you just have to learn his sequence of attacks, and just remember to hit him twice, and then just parry whatever he does. And then hit him twice, and he'll back off, run forward, parry whatever he does. Hit him twice, he'll back off, etc. Okay? So that's what he does here. And I'll show you. He almost always opens with a double shuriken. I always dodge that, attack twice, run up to him. Now, what he does here, he does this little orb, which is anti-healing. You can't heal. Obviously, for no damage or no hit, you don't have to worry about that because you're not going to take no damage or no hit, or you're not supposed to. I personally prefer attacking him through there. But what Owl does is if you have the healing debuff, he adds 2 attacks into his like arsenal. So you have to learn the like those 2 attacks. I like those attacks because they're the easiest attacks to parry in my opinion. Well, yeah, it's considered, yeah, if you're doing damage, you can't do it. But if you're doing hit, it counts. I'm not even going to get into that. If you're doing damageless, I prefer to go through it. It adds 2 attacks, but those attacks are so easily parried, I could probably do them with my eyes closed. So I prefer when he does that because I get 2 free hits on him and then he adds the 2. If you just want to dodge his thing and attack him, you can do that if you're not comfortable with the other 2 attacks. It's completely up to you. So you see me attack him twice. And then what happens, I also really like when he does this, every single time, at least from my experience, every single time he does this, if you attack him twice, he'll go to attack you once, and you can actually get him stuck in a 1 attack or 1 parry, 1 attack, 1 hit, 1 parry move, where he could potentially do that for the entire first phase. Like he can do that for 2 seconds, or he could do it from 100% health to 0. And you'll see me do that. So he'll do this 100% of the time, so I know how to recognize it. So he'll green me, I'll hit him twice. He's going to go to attack, and then I'm going to hit him, and you'll see him get stuck in the 1 hit, 1 parry. 1 hit, boom. 1 hit, boom. 1 hit, boom. And I honestly think on this one, he gets stuck for like 75% of the thing. So when he breaks this, he'll back off, and then you just resume the run up to him, parry. Yep, see this one? And then you just run up to him, and then you wait for him to attack, parry, and then you go for the 2. Another thing is when he does this shuriken, when he backs up and does this shuriken, I'm not kidding, he can get stuck on this from 100% to 0. When he backs up and he'll like jump off of you, and he'll throw shurikens in phase 1. Always, it's only shurikens. You want to dodge into it. Hi, Faded. So dodge into the shurikens. In phase 2, when he kicks off of you and backs up, you want to dodge out. It took me a bit to remember that, but when he jumps up, he'll throw shurikens. You can deflect it if you want, but the timing of it can be kind of wonky. As soon as he jumps off of you, just dodge in. And then the same thing for phase 2. He'll jump off of you and want to dodge out because he'll throw poison. And obviously if you get poison, you'll take damage. So he'll jump back. He'll jump off of me. So he'll get out of this combo. I'll run up. He'll jump, and then I run forward. And then I parry. So it's just you have to learn his movesets after this. And I run up. That's one of the attacks he does that's one of my favorite attacks he does. And then I can get him stuck into this. So phase 1 is that. Phase 2, the only thing different is that he throws acid. And he can do this long attack that he adds 1 parry attack. And he does a smoke bomb. So you'll see this. He'll do this. You can, if you have extra Akko from whatever reason you forgot to, you can actually Akko and confetti here if you want before you go up and attack him. I don't know why I've never done that. I just haven't. He'll go on the ground like this. You see me just run up to trigger. It's like, oh, cool, you debated me. Awesome. And then he'll back up. And the reason I back off after this because I don't want him to stun me. He'll like, whatever. So he'll throw that bomb down. And I'll show you what to do later. He throws it down after that, and because you weren't up like close to him, you don't have to worry about it. You can just completely back off. So he'll do the orb. You'll see me attack him twice, and then he'll go into... He didn't go into one move. He went to that. He just jumped back. But shurikens are the same. Attack him twice, then parry whatever it is, and then let him go through it. You're going to parry his attack combo, attack him twice. Do that, back out again because he has poison again. Try and keep him out of these corners. Sometimes I just have to take his posture going down to reposition him because you don't want to get him stuck in these corners because he can throw well, yeah, don't actually charge his attack. Just walk a couple steps forward. And then just stand in front of him. Don't ever like run forward and attack him because, yeah, he can Makiri. So when you're running up to him, kind of just take a couple steps forward up to trigger his next attack. So sometimes in phase 2, because he can throw a stun, he can throw a smoke bomb down or like whatever. He can throw a bomb down that stuns you. I iframe it and I'll show you. And I recommend learning how to iframe it. It's not hard. Normally what he would do is he throws it down and it staggers you. And he can do a really fast attack after that, especially if he's up against a corner, so where you can't recover and parry it. So if that happens, or if you mess up on the iframe and he's in a corner, you can get hit. If you mess up, and I've seen him throw 4 poison bombs down to where 90% of the arena is covered. So if you get into that corner and this whole side is poison and he throws it down again, you're going to get hit by the poison. So I recommend if he gets in that corner, just take the L, back off. You're going to see his parry or his posture covered. It's fine. It sucks. It just has to happen. So I let him come out. And he does this. And then, so he does that. I iframe it. As soon as he's going to throw it down, if you just dodge forward, you won't get stunned by this. Because normally he would throw it down and you would stagger, and then he would follow up with an attack that could get you hit. If you don't have the healing effect, one thing is if he does this and you don't have the healing effect that stops you from healing, he'll almost always throw the ball. So if you do miss the iframe, see if you keep an eye, just keep an awareness on if you have this healing debuff from getting hit by his little orb. If you don't have it, 90% chance he'll throw the orb, so you know what to expect when he throws the smoke bomb and you recover. If you do have the orb, he'll follow it up with an actual attack that you have to parry. So try and get the iframe. It's not that hard. Definitely practice. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. Just try and keep an eye on if you have the effect and just know that you have to parry. So I frame it, and then I attack twice, and then I parry whatever he does. So again, attack twice. That would get him into the combo if he didn't jump back, but it didn't because he jumped back. Hit twice. He's going to do the acid. I don't think I go in on this one because the acid is right there. Normally I would dodge in and attack him twice, but because the acid is right there, I don't. So, and then attack twice, and then wait for him. And I recognize that this is... I frame the thing. Now I wait for him. He loved acid this run. Now... if he has a ton of posture built up, he can throw the acid and he'll hold his sword and start to he'll and glow all white and start to charge up to reduce his posture. That's why I have shurikens out. If you throw a shuriken when he's doing that, it actually interrupts him. Okay, so that's why I have shurikens out. It'll stop him. However, be super careful to wait to see if he's actually charging up, because sometimes he can jump back out of the acid, and if he does, he's not always going to charge up. If you shuriken him, he can throw a shuriken to you really fast and hit you. So just don't immediately shuriken right away. Really watch to see if he's doing it, because you don't want to throw a shuriken if he's not. Yeah, the monks. So that's why I shuriken him right there. And then I shuriken him and I wait for his attack and then attack twice. Run up to him, wait for his attack. And then again, like I said, after he orbs, every time after he orbs, you can get one hit and then parry, and then one hit, parry. I iframe it, I attack twice, and then I react to what he does. So, attack or parry, and then I attack twice, and then I react to what he does. So, there we go. That's Owl. There's not too much with, you go in, you talk to them a bunch. I'm going to skip this part. You have to go back and forth from Kuro. Hi, Ivan. Welcome back. You talk to them, you go, you do the Kuro thing. We spend 800 years catching up because, trust me, I don't have anything better to do to save your life. Whatever. He tells us to go to the Mibu, the wedding cave door, which is why we grab that idol, by the way, after we kill Corrupted Monk. Because we go back here, we obviously do Straw Man. I miss Liz dying. I don't. So you do Straw Man, you come across here, and then now it's Corrupted Monk. On my baseline, which if you don't know, baseline is the first run where I counted the hits that I took on this game. So like I did practice and then I put my hit counter up and then I counted how many hits. On my base run, I got hit by Monk 5 times. So my base run was 14 attempts. I got hit by Monk 5 times. I don't want to talk about it. I did no beats, no memories, and Monk took me like 6 hours to kill. I don't talk about Corrupted Monk, so I'm just going to tell you how to beat Corrupted Monk. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want firecrackers and dust on your bars. You're going to go up and you're going to, I Akko first. You're going to confetti first. I did it backwards. And then you're going to Akko. You don't have to jump to this branch. You could just stand there. I do. Wait for her to jump down. I attack her twice and then I firecracker her. And that's what you're going to do. Attack twice, firecracker. However, you need to do this as fast as possible because the first season Monk, she has a forward sweep attack that can hit you, that can clip you really fast. And there's another strat that you can go behind her, but you have to unlock from her, and I'm really bad at it. So attack twice, firecracker. But I'm telling you, like, mash the buttons. Attack twice, firecracker. Attack twice, firecracker. Like, literally, you have to do as fast. So attack twice, firecracker. I accidentally attacked. Oh, fuck. I'm not going to show it. Oh, man. I so messed up on this run. But what you want to do is exactly what I said. Just do it. I messed up on this run, so please ignore this. But it's probably good that you should see this because in case you do this, you need to learn how to fight her in case something like this happens. I do this thing where I attack twice, and then for some reason, I just keep attacking. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, look at my face. So, firecracker, attack twice, firecracker, attack twice, firecracker, attack twice. And then you're going to do the same thing with dust after that. You're going to use 3 dust, and you're going to dust, attack twice, dust, attack twice, dust, attack twice. And phase 1 will be dead. I'm pretty sure phase 1 will be dead. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure phase 1 is dead. If she's not dead, you have to parry 1 move, and she'll do the same move every single time where she'll do her like 5 move. I'm pretty sure she'll be dead from all your firecrackers and 7 dust. But just in case, don't use more than 3 dust. You have to have 7 dust for phase 3, okay? So whatever you do, 7 dust, you have to have 7 dust, okay? So, ignore this. I have to fight her normally because I messed it up. That's what happens when you attack more than twice. So like I said, firecracker, attack twice, firecracker, attack twice. Luckily, I get her back in the pattern where I can firecracker, attack twice. And then she almost hits me anyway. Firecracker, attack twice, firecracker, ignore the tree clipping. It's a great game. FromSoft makes perfect games. And then I am allowed to use up to 3 dust. I only need 2 right there, but you're allowed to use 3. Kill her first phase. It should be completely free. If you do it the normal way, you won't have to parry a single thing. You jump up onto this branch, you target her and death blow her. And then for phase 3, you won't have to, again, Monk is so free as long as you don't mess it up like I do. You're going to want to confetti, you're going to want to Akko as soon as she goes down. There is a time on her getting up, so I always attack twice before I can use a dust because the timing gets iffy. Now you use a dust, you attack 4 times. Use a dust, attack 4 times. Use a dust, attack 4 times. And it's just the same thing. And again, you need 7 dust. That's all you need. So dust attack 4 times, dust attack 4 times, and 100% to 0. Yeah, pocket sand. Boom, perfect. 7 dust, attack 4 times. 1 dust, attack 4 times. I'll go ahead and do this. So dust has a couple of uses in the game, yeah. Use them both. I'm sure you can use them on more than these bosses, but this part's normal. You just grapple down. You just do all this. Now, what I do is I fucking hate... Ash, like, staggers them. So, yeah, like, get it. They have Ash. What I do here is I fucking hate this village. I skip the whole thing. You just gotchi sugar right here. And I just skip the whole fucking thing. I hate it. Obviously, you can't swim through the light or the river because you have okami up there, like, sending lightning at you. So I just skip because you're gotchi. This guy on the bridge won't attack you. Yeah, shut up, Strong. You're not supposed to remember that. Just shut up. So there's a wall jump here, and of course this is my run. I missed this 7 times, or like, okay, 1. I wonder how many times I miss it. So of course you have to get your runs evaluated. And so the person had to watch my run. Okay, what you want to do is you want to jump. Okay, there's this thick line right here. This one. Oh wait, no, this one. So this thick line, you want to run at an angle, and I was running too straight. That's what I messed up. You want to run at an angle, and you want to jump off of this one right here. So there's the thick line. You want to jump at the second line right there. Okay, so that's 2. Oh, it's better to run from over here. So you want to go to the second one, and then you want to jump off the wall like that. Hi, good morning, Crayon. It honestly doesn't matter. You can sit here and experiment with it. If you fall in the water, Okami will obviously throw the lightning at you. Just hide behind this house until the lightning sticks or it hits, because he'll only throw 1 as long as you're out of the water. So just run back, hide behind the house, wait for him, and then try it again. So you can try it over and over again. It could be really dumb, or you could just not be like me. You want to run kind of at an angle for it. I think this is like 6th. I think this is... Oh, we got it. And so then you just want to jump off of this roof or this wall and up and grab onto this right here. Yep. Woo, we got it. So just jump, hang. You're just going to want to run all the way through. It's easy. You get to skip the whole village. Yeah. Spent longer on the skip than I would if I just ran through. So just run forward. I don't idle there. Maybe I do. There's no reason. Maybe you should idle here if you're learning, because I take a very specific route here that you'll never get hit. Wait for the fish. Be fucking careful, dude. I fell down there in the water one time, which obviously triggers Okami's shot. If that happens, I idled back out. You have to get out of the water. So you have to jump to this idol. However, if you jump to this idol, he'll register you here. So he'll send the electricity at you. So you have to idle and run to this tree as fast as possible, because then the tree will block it. So then you're going to want to grapple here. You're going to want to run around, because if you run to the right, you can aggro some guys. You're going to grapple here. Grapple run. If you go a different route, you actually run like in front of these guys and they can turn. Now jump here. If you don't jump, you'll fall into the dog pit. So jump at that waterfall. Super easy. Super gone. Hi, Mojo. You're grinning IRL now, and I probably, because this one you just run down, jump over here. You're just going to run past these guys. You don't have to worry about these guys. It's no problem. If you want to practice Okami, I suggest getting this idol. You're going to run. You're going to grapple here. And then you're going to grapple over here. He's going to send. He'll either send a normal ball out or You're either going to send a normal ball or an electricity ball. I always wait for him to send the electric one out because chances are he's not going to do 2 electric balls in a row. And so if I jump up here and he does an electric one, then I run out the next time. And if for whatever reason I miss whatever I'm about to show you, there's a very, very small chance that he's going to do another lightning one. And if I'm going to dodge one of his moves, I'm have a better chance of dodging his normal ball than his lightning one, because that's it's just like there's a way better. If I'm gonna fuck it up, I would rather go for the safer fuck up than the more dangerous one. So he'll sit me, I kind of like bait out. I'm not sure what I did on this run. I don't know if he did it right away. I'll bait out. If he doesn't do the electricity, you'll see me stay here and bait out another one and then come back in. So he always does one. And so see, it's a normal one. So then I try and bait out another one. You kind of just have to walk back and forth here and bait it out. And I think now oh no. And so I bait on another one. Have a good night, Yoshi. And then he does lightning. So then what you're going to do is you're going to run up to him and he's going to kick the ball, but he's going to drop it. It's going to hit his foot and then it's going to come up into the air. Wait for it to hit his foot and be in the air. And then you're going to shuriken him. Okay, which is then it's gonna knock him on the ground, and then you just run up and attack him. If you don't shuriken him, like if you shuriken too early or too late, run back and reset. Because if you shuriken him and he doesn't stun, he has a kick attack that he can hit, like he can kick you with as you're running up. So if for whatever reason he doesn't stun and fall into the ground, don't run up to him. Do not. Reset and just start again. So you're gonna see He's about to kick the ball. Oh, actually, I think he did. Just wait till the ball, whatever kick he is, just make sure you shuriken him when the ball is in the air. Price of entertainment you give every time. What else are you going to say? Another thing. Just make sure you shuriken him when the ball is in the air. Maybe he can do another one where he just pushes in the air. Do not jump into the water from this branch right here. Okay, make sure you jump to this log and in, because if you jump from up here straight into the water, you will take water damage. You don't need this, but yeah, I've done it before on one of my PBs. I think I had like a 7 PB, and one of the hits was to that water damage. So, yeah, just make sure not to jump. I was really mad. I think that was the run that I got hit by Monk 5 times. Just follow this route. There are faster routes you can do. I followed the same route that Seki did. I'm sure there are faster routes. This one's 100% safe. You'll never aggro with this stupid fish. Just run this way. And next is Dragon, which is totally free, but I think my base I got 14 hits. Have a good night, Hydra. Thanks for hanging out. I was going to say something about the wall jump, but I remember Liz has a million more experience than me. Wait, what were you going to say about the wall jump? Not even kiss the fish, pet the fish. Run up, this part's super easy. You'll never get hit by anything. You don't have to rush. Not even rubbing the fish. No, I leave rubbing the fish up to Faraz. He is the expert fish rubber. What was I saying? I think my baseline PB was 14, which means I got hit 14 times the first time I actually counted these. One of them, 5 hits were to Monk, and one of them was that Okami hit. It was a questionable wall jump. Look. I don't have that many hours in Sekiro, okay? Which one of the 10? I remember one day we got a 10 hit PB, then we got a 7 hit PB, then we got a 6 hit PB. We got 3 PBs in one day. Okay, so Dragon, Dragon's super easy, but don't sleep on Dragon. Don't sleep it. You want to run up, just kill this guy. It's not really a big deal. You don't have to kill that guy. I just do. You have enough time. You can just start running away. I just run in circles. Make sure not to run in the poison. Just run in circles. Wait for the tree. What game do you have the most hours in? WoW. But I mean, outside of WoW, definitely Sekiro. Just wait for the tree. Jump down. I think this happens in my run. Sometimes the tree can be really dumb. Well, first of all, sometimes the tree can glitch out and it won't have a grapple point onto it. If that happens, just keep running in a circle until the next tree pops up. Second, I think this happens right here. Actually, maybe not. Sometimes when you target one of the trees and you're jumping off of the tree, you'll like jump to go death blow and your character will just stay on the tree. So don't panic. Target one that's a little further out and jump onto that one. And then also, a third thing can happen is you can go to, also these guys hit really fast, so do not go anywhere near them. Another thing can happen to where you drop and it won't actually death blow and you'll land next to it, and then the brown guys can hit you. When second phase happens, run all the way to the back. As far back as you can. What you're going to want to do is anytime the lightning comes up, you're going to want to wait for this sweep attack. Do not jump to the tree unless you know that it's his sweep attack and not his thrust attack. Like right now, do not jump. Before you know what attack he's going to do not jump. So look, he does the thrust attack. You can't assume that he's going to do thrust into sweep, thrust into sweep. You have to wait. At this point, I kind of assume you have to wait for him to do that sweep attack. Because if you go in for lightning, he can, and don't like hit him fast enough, he can hit you with that. As far as lightning goes and how much time you have, if they are right next to each other, like, hi Shady, the lightning right there was right next to each other, you have enough time to send the first lightning and jump to the one next to you and shoot that one, but don't go for a third one. Like this one popped up, do not hop back to that third one. Like just don't go for a third one period, even if they're right next to each other. So like even if this last left, the far three all had lightning, don't. Only do two and then back off. And then again, wait for the thrust. Such an easy boss, but I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten hit on dragon. It's so dumb. Like just don't, like at this time my heart was racing because I've just gotten hit so many times on dragon. It's stupid. And every time you do the lightning, just run all the way back, as far back as you can. That way you have enough time. If you're like too far forward, the thrust can hit you before you have time to go left. So, Dino sub. So, just make sure you're as far back as you can. Again, I'm waiting to know what attack he's going to do before I go. He's going to do the thrust. I can go in. Another thing that's kind of cool, no, it doesn't matter too much. He's going to do all of his attacks and then 3 trees are going to come up and you have to go to the one to send the final lightning. The tree with the lightning will always pop up in the same position as the lightning that you killed him with. So like that last lightning I sent him is going to be where the trees pop up to hit the final one. Because if for whatever reason you're on the other side of the arena and you don't get to that tree in time, he can reset, the trees will disappear and he'll reset into moveset. So you don't want that to happen. So as soon as that happens, just kind of try and stay in that arena, that part of the arena, so you have plenty of time. This part's super sketchy. I hate it so much. So see, like where I sent in the last one, the tree spawn, it actually almost, like I really thought that I was going to miss it at this time because I was so far away. You don't want that to happen. So just keep an eye on it. When he does that like temper tantrum, that's what I call it, stupid temper tantrum. He'll do like 2 sweep attacks. He'll do like a bunch of thrust attacks and then he'll do 2 sweep attacks where the red symbol will pop up. And then he'll do really, really fast. Jump it sooner than later. Like jump it like a second or like half a second earlier than before it gets you, because you want enough time to already get your character moving to the left before he sends the really fast ones. Because if you jump too late, you won't have enough time to move out of the way when he does the fast ones. So you kill him. We go to the top. You're gonna want to get this key. Hi Ragnar, good morning. Oh my god, it's 6:30. It's 6:30. Thank God we're on the last ones. I'm gonna have to leave so fast. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to like say hi super fast and then leave. I apologize. Luckily, it's only a shin. Gotta jump down here. This part's super easy. You wanna go down here? I mean, I might have like 10 minutes to hang out with you guys. Also, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. You can't run to the left right there like when you first get the spear. You have to run down here. Obviously, don't run through any fire. This branch you can easily fall off of, so try and make sure you're running to the very edge, because then you won't get like grapple to it and then run to the edge and then grapple, because if you jump off at the grapple, the grapple won't be close enough. Don't take any chances, just use these grapples. Don't try and be slick. Like, use this. Don't try and just jump down like in tutorial geni. Like, use that grapple. I have to take my dog to the vet, so I might be down to stream again afterwards. Like, maybe I can come back and we could do like all bosses or something. But make sure to memory here. You can memory up at the top with where Emma is. I always memory here. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you memory. There's only a few things I can tell you about Isshin other than learning his moveset. Hi, Crypod. Good morning. Yeah, she's just getting fixed. She's losing her female part, so she can't get pregos. Yeah, sorry. I should have said that. My heart is racing here because, again, if you can see, my last hit is on Isshin. I had been doing this for 3 weeks, so, like, I was like, hi, Nanner. So I was, like, super scared. Couple things with Isshin. You can Akko running up to him, so, like, wait till... I don't remember if I Akko here. This is me making sure I memoried because I'm so nervous. Take out your firecrackers. Run up. I don't know if I Akko here, but you can. If you have 2 Akkos, you can Akko here before geni. This is me tabbing out. I don't remember why. I think I check. You need 1. If you only have 1, it's better to use 1 in the second phase of Isshin than geni, because geni phase is really easy. Just don't even bother. For whatever reason, you have 1. I don't think I got the extra Akko from the monk. He can like RNG drop 1. I don't think I got it, which is why I think I only had 1. Save it for phase 2 for Isshin. It's much better because that phase is way more dangerous, so you definitely want to use it. So I just run into geni. His fight is super simple. He does open with immortal draw. That's right? So I go and I attack twice and I dodge to the right. He can turn around and do another one, in which case I think I attack once and then dodge to the left, or you can just dodge both of them. Okay, or you can just dodge both of them if you want. Geni fight is the exact same. You let him, but you bait the first 2, then you do that, and he makiris. Super simple, super easy. You get his posture down really fast. His moveset is incredibly what's the word when you foresee it? Predictable. Moveset's super predictable. He does a lot of posture damage attacks. Even non-Akko'd. If you Akko, it's so fast. Remember, have your firecrackers out. He'll go into this phase. What you could do for first phase of Isshin, now he turns into Isshin. What you could do for first phase of Isshin is, you'll see me do it. Back up a step. Like, stay locked onto him. Back up a step. Okay. And confetti. You can actually get on cut. Don't confetti and Akko, because again, you want confetti or Akko for the next one. But you can confetti. And you can actually kill him so fast that you still have oh wait, no, just kidding. He does this opener attack. He does 2 different opener attacks. I wait for him to do that, and then he's gonna do 3 attacks after he sprints 1, 2, 3, and then I go in. For some reason, I just hate them. He'll do this attack where he, I'll show you. He'll like go to do this attack. I run away from this attack. I just run all the way back and then go in. If you're good at parrying that attack, it does a ton of posture damage. Do it. Like, go for it. I get so scared of it that I just run from it. I strafe this. You can dodge it if you want. I just like looking cool, apparently. Now he can do one other like move. So again, I just run from this. Good night, Ivan. And then I come back in. I hope he does the other one. Actually, I don't think he does. Frick. He does another move where he will send out a gust of wind, and you'll be able to tell. He doesn't do it here, so I can't show you. I'm sorry. But he'll do the double, whatever it's called, that I run from, and then he'll do another one where he'll send like wind down that'll hit you. When he does that, I just run to the side and then up to him. Like, I make a curve around it and then up to him, and you can attack him twice. So you don't have to run back or anything. You just have to run around into like a half circle, and then attack him twice. Just make sure not to run in front of him, and make sure to like give it a second, because it can actually hit you coming back. So super easy phase 1. What you can do is at the beginning, normally to go into phase 2, he stomps down, and then I don't fucking know where the spear comes from, but he like whips a spear around him. So when he originally, if you don't firecracker, when he originally stomps down, it'll like knock you over. It'll like stagger you into a knock over. That's not a hit. It's fine if it does that. But if you do this, you get tons of firecracker off and you get a knock KO off. So it's really good. What you want to do is when he goes into phase 2, I think I attack him first, right? I'm pretty sure I do. I'll go into this. Yeah, I attack him one time and then firecracker. So normal attack, firecracker, thrust, firecracker, thrust, firecracker, thrust, firecracker, thrust, until you're out of emblems. You'll have one emblem left, but obviously you can't use firecracker. And then you're going to back up and let him do his transition into the spear. So it's just like, you'll see his health. You get so much health down for free. Literally for no reason to not do it. You'll even still have your confetti from phase 1, depending on his RNG for how fast you can kill him. So much health damage to make his posture go up way faster. There's no reason not to do it. So normal attack, firecracker, thrust, and then watch your emblems. Make sure to watch your emblems, because after the last firecracker thrust, you're going to want to back out. So firecracker, thrust, back out. You'll get the spacing pretty well. Immediately, like, run out and immediately open your window or your menu. Akko. If you could just get an Akko, you can get an Akko and a confetti off, but if for whatever reason you mess up the timing, make sure the Akko is better to do than the confetti. So Akko, I don't think I confetti here as well because I get scared, but Akko, and then you can run in while he's doing that. Now, phase 2, I'm giving you so much information. I'm so sorry. I know this is a tutorial, but you're probably like, dude, I can't. Phase 2, he does the spear thing, you got ko, and then you come in. What you want to do for phase 2 and phase 3 is you want to one hit, one parry. One hit, one parry. Because it tricks, he can do like 6-7 moves for phase 2 and 3. If you one hit, one parry, it tricks his AI into just getting stuck in that. He won't go through the other combos for the most part. You don't have to worry about his other movesets. He will literally just stick in one hit, one parry. So it's such a good way to trick his, hi, Arabian, how are you? It's such an easy, like, you just trick his AI into not doing 90% of his fight. So the only other thing is he'll like take his spear out and swish it. What you want to do is you want to dodge in like this. So we echo, we dodge in. You get a couple free hits off here. And then he'll normally do that. You want to dodge in and then attack him twice. You can parry. You can parry that like attack when he swishes the thing, and then he'll shoot you 5 times. So you'll parry the spear that goes around, and then he'll shoot you 5 times, and then he'll makiri. You can do that if you want. Attacking the 5 bullet, like attacking the 5 shots, just adds 5 shots that could possibly hit you. I spilled my water. It just adds 5 shots that could possibly hit you, but some people prefer it because the makiri does a lot of posture damage. So it's just what you want. I prefer dodging in on the spear, and then when you dodge in, you can get 2 hits, and then you react, and then you parry, and then you go back to parry, hit, parry, hit. So here I get the attacks off. So he does that. I run in, I get 2 hits off, and then I go to one hit, one parry. But because he backs off, I then wait to see what he does. Instead of like running in like this, I wait. Because he could start up any kind of attack, and if I'm running up to him, then it's really bad. This move, you have to learn how to combo, because he'll do that sometimes. So one hit, one parry, and of course he's doing all this stupid stuff. One hit, one parry. Sometimes this can happen. There's so much with isshin. I'm so sorry. If you're actually using this as a tutorial, you're going to have to go back a ton. Sometimes this can happen, and it's so dumb, and I hate it, where you'll one hit. I don't know how far back we went. You'll one hit, one parry. He does this. You can get 2 hits off there, and then he'll go into one hit. So you see how you'll parry, but his attack goes through you. It's not supposed to do it. It's like his AI doesn't like read the input or something. However, even though he swings through your parry, the game recognizes it as not being like, as it not supposed to hit you. However, the animation goes through and his AI thinks that you didn't parry, so then he will continue the attack that you would have otherwise interrupted with your parry. I hope that makes sense. So even though his attack goes through your parry, you won't take damage. However, you need to watch that, because if it does go through your parry, he goes through the rest of your attacks that you have to learn how to parry. I think he goes into like a 5 attack, but you have to watch it. You have to be careful for it. So then, yeah, because I didn't parry it, he goes into this huge attack that you have to learn. Like this attack, you have to learn how to parry it, because he'll do that so often. It's really dumb. This attack, you just run up and you jump him. You can get 3 attacks on the way down. You don't really have to worry about that. I dodged that instead of parrying it. 1 hit, 1 parry. He's being like really stupid this time, but 1 hit, 1 parry the whole time. Phase 3 is the exact same thing. Literally, you should like, oh my god. Phase 3 is the exact same thing. 1 hit, 1 parry. However, he does his lightning attacks where he does 2 different lightning attacks. And again, if you are doing this no damage or no hit, if you're doing a regular run and using this tutorial because you're having like trouble or whatnot, it's fine. You can just lightning reversal. If you are doing no damage or no hits, I need to text my mom. I actually might not have to leave until 7:30. Here. Wait, what time was I supposed to leave? What time did she have to be there, by the way? And if mom is awake. Oh, I did put the food up. If mom is awake, can you ask her what time Zoe's appointment is for? Because I might actually have like... So the phase 3 is the exact same as phase 2, where you 1 hit, 1 parry. He doesn't do the spear attack that you have to dodge into. Instead, he does the 2 different attacks. Like I said, if you're just doing a normal fight, you can lightning reversal. It's totally fine. If you're doing no damage or no hit, you cannot lightning reversal unless you have the feathers. But you get the feathers in Hirata Estate, and that's a totally different thing, and it's up to you if you want to do that. I'm not going to explain it because I don't do Hirata. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. I'm sorry. So I'm assuming you guys don't have the feathers. You can't lightning reversal either of his attacks. You have to iframe it, because if you lightning reversal, it does chip damage when you... Hi Flap, long time no see. It does damage when the lightning first hits you, so you can't do that. What you have to do is you have to iframe into it. So he does 1 attack where he like sends his spear down. You just dodge to the right. You don't have to iframe that really or anything. But the other attack where he does is like the sweep, where he starts on the right and then goes down. You have to dodge forward into that, and it's like a specific timing. So it is kind of a tricky timing, so you will have to put like a lot of time into learning that. But he'll do the sweep, and what I do to kind of get the timing down is I take 1 step and then I dodge in. It's like 1 step and then a second and then I dodge in. You can watch for his arm for when it goes back to immediately going down. I just prefer, like, instead of reacting to like the image of him, I just have the timing in my head down. And when I tried to watch and react, I couldn't do it. I always got like really messed up. I'll show you, Ma. I just got it really messed up, so I just did it by timing. Whatever works for you, but you do have to iframe it. So phase 3 is the exact same thing. 1 hit, 1 parry. Back off. Be careful, and he'll show you. Like, I kind of always... So this one you just dodge, and then you can do 2 hits. Attack, 1 hit, 1 parry. So this is what I'm talking about here. I'll show you in real time, actually, and then I'll slow it down, and I'll show you in real time again. So this is what I'm talking about when he does this. 1 hit, 1 parry. Dodge that. So then he goes to do, you see me take a step forward, and then wait a second and dodge forward. So I take a step forward, wait a second, and then dodge forward. And I'll show you. So dodge that. I think I attack him twice. I attack him and he goes forward. So take a step forward, and you can see, if you look, if you want to use a visual cue, you can look at his hand right here, and then it starts to swing down so you know it's about to happen. Like, you can use that visual key, but like I said, I prefer the timing. Like, I just have it like a step forward, dodge. And then you can attack him twice. Every time he does a lightning move, you can attack him. And then he'll one hit, one parry. One hit, one parry. When he backs off like this, again, because fucking Isshin is such a bitch on Emma Isshin and then on this, when he backs up, try and react. Kind of like hesitate for a second to see, because when he backs up, when he backs up, he can like start a combo on this phase. He can do like this gust of wind where he does 2 gusts, and then I'll show you. But just kind of like for half a second, wait to see if he does something. Like, play it more like defensively, react to his moves instead of trying to act and get him to react, because he can do some stupid stuff. So one hit, one parry, step forward, dodge. One hit, you can do 2 hits after lightning. So like this is the move he does. If he does that, just go to the right and then step to the left. But like I said, see, he runs off and then I kind of like react. So one hop to the right, one hop to the left, and then you can go in and attack twice. Attack twice, because anytime he does like, and then one hit, one parry. One hit, one parry. One hit, and I could do another one because he backed off. One hit, one parry, one hit, one parry. And then, so I personally, I take a step forward. It helps me with the timing. Look at my face. Watch my face. I freaked out. So, yeah. Here. I think I screamed for a second. You can hear me slamming the button. Take it off him. Oh my god! I freak out. Good morning, Crispy. So yeah. That is, oh my god, that was a long time. Oh my god, that was a lot of talking. We could have had Tulas on the screen this whole time. Yeah. So. Oh my god, I did it. So that was my first no damage run. So I got into team hitless and then I completed Shura after that. So, yeah, that's basically tutorial from literally every single step of both Shura and Immortal Severance. That was ridiculous. So I'm going to end this like I would end YouTube. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped in any possible way. I think that covered it. Obviously, there are other ways that people do stuff. You can take routes and stuff from Sekiro, or from Sekiro Shadow. You can take routes from, I'm sure Mitch has different ways. You can take routes from Tom or these, and then kind of just form your own. I think this is probably one of the most efficient ones, though. So, good luck. Like I said, I did Shura and Immortal Severance. If you guys are interested, good luck, and I hope this helped.